You are now listening to the smooth sounds of Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your boy Blue, coming to you live and direct from the Smack Stack. Smoke me out, fan with that dank is a dank shit. On my far left, mix it up on the ones and twos, Kronos.
So much beer for SF Beer Week. Now I'm sort of sober, but not really. I'm gonna drink in a minute. So yeah.
Yeah. And on my far right, we have the oldest ninja in the world. Oh, Ninja.
Apparently elephants don't make good pets. So there you
Yeah, I think something like many times your size.
go.
It's
I mean,
And wait.
so I mean, people have dogs that are bigger than them. So just saying.
pretty rare though. I mean,
Mm,
having a dog bigger than you is like that's a rare breed.
mm.
And plus, elephants don't forget, so you do
They
anything bad
don't.
to them,
They
they're
will
gonna
fuck
remember.
you up. Yeah.
Yeah, end up going to your funeral and stomp you out even when you're dead.
Yeah, that's
That's
a true
wild.
story, right? Didn't that happen like
That is
Yeah,
true
freaking like
that
story.
Africa
happened.
or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
That happened what, a year or two ago,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
it traveled. It traveled like 100 miles just to go to this lady's funeral and stomp her
Mm-hmm.
out.
She knew what she
So I'm
did.
proud again, and
Yeah, she
if
did.
I didn't forget,
Mhm.
it tracked it down. He's like Chat GPT to get her address.
That's so bad.
All right. We'll start with some statistics. Listener of the week would be Fabrizio Espinoza. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
That's a new
And
person.
first in the chat is Warrior Fella. Welcome back, fam. Sorry you missed us for a week, but I was actually up your way last week.
Yeah.
So yeah, and
Oh, we
it,
didn't post anything that way
and
that day.
we
That whole
didn't.
week.
Yeah,
So
sorry.
no, we were busy trying to like be everywhere.
I was basically like putting my liver through the
Hmm.
through the uh, through the works. So Warrior Fella said Trump sneakers are about to be the most stepped on sneakers. He made his own sneakers. I'm
For
like,
real.
bro, yeah, you just make snake oil. I mean, just make snake oil. That's in your lane. You're basically a snake oil salesman, so just sell the snake oil directly.
So
Just call it Trump oil,
Yeah.
whatever.
so that shit's real. I thought that
And
was
people still
fucking
buy it.
No,
shit.
he
I
has.
thought that was bullshit.
They're completely real, and they also he has like a solid gold set that's on eBay.
Are you fucking kidding? You're
Yeah,
kidding. Right? You fucking.
I
I
am
feel like
not.
everyone's been fucking with me
Nope.
recently,
No, no.
and like, no, yeah, I know. Especially at work too. There's drama at work, and I keep telling people, "Well, you're fucking with me, right? This can't be real."
I
Sure
mean,
enough, it's true as fuck.
he
I'm
needs
like, oh my goodness.
he needs money. He has exactly one way out of this, and it's a presidential pardon. That's it. Like he already owes over close to $500 million in fines. That's beyond like his legal fees, like it's paying his lawyers, which apparently he doesn't do.
Hmm.
But he lost the E. Jean Carroll case twice, and then he just lost this most recent case for like $355 million. So yeah, I mean the guy. I don't think he has that much money. He's got assets, but
That's
the
about to be
case.
gone.
Well, the case that he lost was the case of him inflating his assets. So I don't know if he has that if his assets are even worth that much because his brand in general has like gone down the shitter. Like the guy's basically screwed. But they keep doing what he's
No,
doing.
he still has a cult following that still scream about him to this day.
Yeah,
So
people they do. Even though he's a convicted sexual assaulter, he's defamed somebody, the same person that he assaulted, and now he's inflated his assets. Basically, he robbed the American people of money, of tax dollars, and it's proven. But they'll still go for this guy. They'll talk about he's not part of the elite, even though he elitely tried to rob all of us. So, especially those in New
Right.
York.
See, I've
yeah,
always wondered, like, what do they do with that money? Like, if he does pay, like, what happens to that money?
I told you my idea, and it was they should make low income housing and then stamp his name that says paid for by the recovered stolen money, recovered stolen tax dollars from Donald Trump. That's what they should do.
wow. So I got some RIPS this week. We're gonna start with a Cagney Lynn Carter. She's a adult film actress who she's won a few Avian Awards, even though I didn't know who the hell she was. But she's won a few Avian Awards. Actually, one, two, three, four, five. She's won seven different. Or she's won two Avian Awards and a bunch of other like XBiz and Urban X Awards and whatnot. She's been kind of, I guess, not. I guess she's going gained notoriety for her photo shoots and podcast interview with the fame. Well, I don't know if she's famous. She's kind of famous to me, Holly Randall, because I listen to her podcast, which is very, very, very insightful into the adult video industry, and she's also in Twilight of the Porn Stars, a BBC documentary. BBC documentary. Anyway, she passed away at the age of 36 by apparent
Damn.
suicide
Oh
in
man.
Ohio. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that sucks.
yeah. So there's a GoFundMe for her funeral services. So the GoFundMe is like 8 grand, which is actually very reasonable.
That's
And
like a
I
normal
think
amount for a funeral. Yeah,
it's
I mean,
pretty.
yeah.
Actually, it might be on the low side, to be honest. But that's pretty. That's like a very inexpensive um, funeral services. And so if they go over, the two women that are managing the GoFundMe, they're like they knew her, and I guess they were frequent like workout buddies, I guess. But they said anything over the limit will be donated to a pet rescue or animal rescue fund. So, and they're almost there. They're like only 2 grand away. There you go. So, next up, we have the. This one was weird because these two. I'm going to talk about two events. They happened like a day apart. So one of them was the. Actually, I'll talk about the first one, which is Kansas City Super
Mm,
Bowl winning Chiefs.
yeah.
They had a parade in their hometown, and there was a shooting. So the last reports that I've seen was that there was one victim, one person shot, and
But no,
21, or one person
one
dead. I'm
person
sorry,
died. Yeah.
one person dead, 21 other people that were shot and injured. And I saw like one was an elderly man that was in critical condition, but apparently he's survived so far. It's been a few weeks now, so he hasn't passed. So I don't have a listing of all the victims, but that's still some fucked up shit to be doing in Kansas City with their Super Bowl win against my Niners. Anyway, so shout out to them. And also the very next day, the mega church owning Joel Osteen or Olstein, one of his churches had a Spanish speaking church service earlier in the morning, and someone came in with a automatic weapon labeled "Free Palestine" and shot up the whole church and killed, I believe, 2 people. If I'm not, I think the number is 2 now. But
No, I feel bad because you were like Joel Osteen. I was like, well, fuck that dude. And then you said that, and I was
yeah,
like,
but no.
ah,
So at the
yeah,
church service, he does not do the Spanish speaking service. Someone else does.
yeah. No, that's
But he
terrible.
was, but he it was in his church, in his building because he does like I guess the afternoon or early or late morning service. But yes, the person was identified. The shooter was female. Some debate whether this person was female, but the person had a 5-year-old child with him. The child was hit by return fire because in the church there was an off-duty
This,
policeman and a ABC
this is America.
agent. So you know, ABC should be in every state, I believe, which is an alcohol beverage and control agent.
Uh,
I didn't know that they were armed, but it is Texas. So
that's crazy how like I mean, obviously you can feel the need to defend yourself, but that it's normal in America to just bring a gun to church. Like
yeah,
that's where we're at right now. Obviously they needed it, but it's like you shouldn't really need to use it in church. Also,
in church,
I want to
in
say
church
that
of all places.
I'm pretty sure that during the Spanish speaking service, Joel Osteen, he puts on some spats on his feet and then he jumps into a pile of money and swims through it.
Mm.
Like
Is
he's
what he
fucking
does.
Scrooge McDuck or some shit.
Yeah.
The fuck? Oh my
Well,
goodness.
I heard with
I
that
thought he
story
only
that
did that on
the
Saturdays.
the two shooters like one was a woman, but then also the kid had a gun. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
No, I heard the kid. Heard the kid
I
was
think the kid
5.
had like a shotgun or something. Yeah, but he was
damn.
Yeah.
still
So
carrying
I'm
a gun,
hearing the
which is
kid is
crazy.
between 5 and 7 years old. I've heard 5. I've seen multiple reports say 5. I'm looking at one that says 7. Apparently, the kid was hit by return fire. Well, apparently, he was hit by return fire. They didn't want to say that it was like the person who brought them shot the kid. That doesn't make sense. But
That's this
it
whole
could have happened.
this
Both of these
place.
situations don't make sense.
Yeah, this place is just
Yeah.
it's fucking crazy.
So
I mean, I don't want to be like a conspiracy theorist here or whatever, but it just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem right. Like the fact that a woman and a kid goes into a church to shoot it up and then shout "Free Palestine."
Well, I
so
mean,
I will say this: that, like I said, that the report is that the woman may have been transgender. So a lot of people are using that as an
nah, get
argument
the fuck
point.
out of here. Like, here we
I'm
go.
saying this. It's one of those argument points that people are using. I don't know. I haven't seen confirmed reports. I'm just seeing multiple reports are saying a maybe as an unconfirmed. I don't understand why because they have the body.
I don't
The person
understand.
who fired was
Yeah.
killed.
Okay. Yeah. I just
So
they said this like on a lot of like mass shootings lately. Well, they'll like say right away, oh, it was a transgender person, or it was like some other like. I'm like, okay, I don't see like a rise in transgender violence against other people. Like I see violence against the transgender community. Like people really need to stop and just wait for the when it comes to like basic facts like that. Like I don't know, like how would you know? Like was a person wearing like I'd have to say like some derogatory shit, I guess. So
the person was wearing
yeah,
a trench coat and a backpack.
okay, like that's
Yeah, that's all the
yeah.
description. That's mainly the
Hey,
descriptions I've seen. But
one time I had a girlfriend come over to my house wearing just a trench coat.
oh man,
I'm not gonna say
I
what she
mean,
was wearing, but
if you were Prodigy, I would question it. But since it's you, Blue, I don't need to question it. I already know what went down. So, oh, by the way, Prodigy and Stitch are not here. Obviously, I'm sure Prodigy is probably looking at food porn again. Probably what got him locked up in the first place.
That's how he makes his money
Stitch is out
nowadays.
there.
Yeah.
What's up?
That's how he makes his money. But
Oh yeah,
busting dusty
hey
nuts.
man,
Dusty nuts, seedless
you gotta,
nuts.
you gotta, you gotta pay these PhD bills somehow.
Well, Jesus Christ, my fucking PG&E costs average $300 a month. That's
God
average.
dang.
Oh, sorry, it's not
Dang.
PG&E. Sorry,
my PG bill is.
it's SDG&E now because I live in San Diego.
Still,
Yeah. They still
That's a
rip
lot,
us off.
goddamn.
Yeah, and I don't even have two of my fridges hooked up.
damn. You have two more fridges?
Yeah, I have a kegerator and like another fridge just for
Oh.
beer, but I don't.
You have mini fridges.
Oh,
then.
Yeah,
that's
mini
right.
fridges.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So you had like
Well, no,
full
you
on fridge.
still have
God
the.
dang.
Do you still have the gray one that you kept in the garage that we use for our beer?
Yeah,
that we left off of Highland.
I still use that one. Like that's so I have two fridges that I use right now. It's one inside the house and one inside the garage. But I have two other ones because previously with the Infinity bases it was away from the house, so I had a mini fridge for that, and then I had a kegerator, which I still have, but I'm not using it right now. And I'm not plugging them in for a while until I get like maybe solar with a battery backup because they'll probably boost my cost to like I don't know, fucking $5 million. I don't know, like it costs a lot for electricity down here. It's crazy.
Dude, my PG&E bill this month was $600.
Good
Shit.
lord.
Three fucking people.
Yeah, it doesn't
Good
make any
lord.
sense.
But and even though I have an electric car and I plug it in, like the last couple of like I charge at work, so yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
Gotta go solar, man.
Doesn't-
But then
yeah,
again,
doesn't
it
make-
was.
Dude, I live in a
It
house
has
of
been
four
super fucking
people.
cold.
Yeah.
I live in a house of 4 people. Our PG&E bill is barely 200. It's like just over 200.
The hell, y'all guys are just cuddling up butt naked, keeping warm.
I guess.
But it was really cold last month, like ridiculously cold. Like every day, woke up with like ice all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't turn the heater on hardly ever. So, yeah. It's mainly electricity. And I got like one of those old school furnaces that runs on the souls of, I don't know, indigenous people because it's probably indigenous land that I'm living on. So, yeah. Poltergeist. It's running on poltergeist.
I try not to run. We try not to run electricity during peak times because or if you're during peak times, it's how they get you. If you run off peak times, then you.
Well, we work from home. 2 people work from home. So, but it's funny because like most of the electricity being used, they said it's off peak time. So, I guess they just really jack up the price.
Yeah, they get you off peak time. Usually during peak time, nobody's home though. Let's get going. So
it's funny that you.
That's when I run.
It's funny that you mentioned like poltergeist because kids nowadays will never ever see like a TV go to like snow. Like
They were like, "What is that?"
Not just modern TV mainly like if you don't got a connection to that HDMI port, it's just black. But like they're never gonna have like watching a TV show and all of a sudden just That's never going to happen. Or they're not going to have that end of the day music that starts. Was it like the national anthem or something else they play
It
at
was
the end of the
national
day?
Yeah.
anthem. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
usually the national anthem.
Show
Then
the
it goes to snow. So
scenes
if
of.
you want to, if you really wanted to go to snow, if you have, if they have the TV hooked up to HMI, just switch to like cable input or like TV channel.
Oh
It goes
yeah,
snow
Oh yeah.
automatically.
antenna.
Yeah, like antenna or TV or whatever the fuck, or even cable in some cases. Sometimes cable is HDMI, so the next input
I
over
wonder,
should do it.
could they make a modern Poltergeist movie? Like,
Yeah, of course.
I guess they could, but
I mean,
like, I guess
technically,
there'd be
that's
some
the
aspects they have to change out.
no, it's just more. She these add more. So I guess the closest to Poltergeist now is what's that shit? The Conjuring universe. That's pretty much the closest, I would think, because there's a lot of
Yeah,
those,
I
and
guess
there's a lot
so.
of supernatural stuff. And a lot of that shit is pretty much Poltergeist. And I heard they made a Poltergeist. Oh, there's a
What?
remake a few years ago, and everyone said it was shit, like absolute shit. So
Oh, yeah, I think I
yeah,
remember that.
yeah, it
All
like
right.
made so much shit that nobody's fucking talking about it. Speaking of which, speaking of movies that are apparently absolute shit, who? I'm pretty sure Prodigy put this on air because he's the one who cares because he wants to talk shit about Marvel failing. Is Madam Web
He wants
reviews?
to talk shit about movies with female leads.
Oh,
Getting shit. Yeah, that's all. Just want shit
oh
on women
man,
because
that's fucking
Project hates
terrible.
women, so we all know this.
Yeah,
It's not new.
we already know this. Yeah. So basically, Madam Web reviews. I mean, it's been going across the net. I mean, we can briefly talk about it really quickly. Um, yeah, I mean, to me,
Spoiler.
it didn't look like a good movie, or at least nothing I want to spend my money on. I'll wait for streaming. I'll wait for it to show up on Hulu or Tubi, whatever.
Well, even like the
Yeah,
trailer when it first dropped the trailer, it didn't look like it was gonna be that interesting. Like it didn't. There's nothing there that like got me off my seat to want to go watch it.
Well, I think
mm-hmm.
there's a problem with like the. Oh, I gotta be honest. Like the premise of the movie, there's no huge following for any single one of the characters from Madam Web that read comics. Obviously, the comic fans are, very temperamental at best. But if you're making a comic book movie, that's like your easiest jumping off point is like, you should have a fan base, for a lot of these things. But also, the same thing could be said about actually
Guardians
no,
of the Galaxy.
no, I was gonna say like Miss Marvel. Guardians of the Galaxy is probably a better example because
Mm.
Guardians of the Galaxy was never a big franchise in comics at all. Like they're not even in like the top fucking 20, probably not even top fucking 50 of comic books, and they did really well. So yeah, I guess this is just one of those things where we have a bunch of female leads and people just don't want to watch it, and it's fucked up, and I don't. But at the same time, I didn't want to fucking watch it, unless there was a silk
Yeah.
in there that was kind of like a promiscuous lady, which I don't know, maybe
So,
they are. So
so for me, it wasn't the fact. So this is my problem with the quote unquote Venom verse. Even though everyone in the media is saying this is the MCU, I'm like, why is this the MCU? I haven't seen it. Maybe there is a bridge to the MCU. Maybe I don't care. Um, this character that would not be around. Same with Venom, Craven, without fucking Spider-Man. He's not in this film. Well, per se, I know he's kind of in the film, but not really. And then same with
So they
Venom. Venom,
mentioned.
yeah, Venom exists without Spider-Man, which is very weird because Spider-Man introduces Venom in the comics. Like if you read the old school Secret War, which has been reprinted, I don't know, 50, 11 times, his black suit turns out to be a fucking alien. That was the genesis of Venom. We don't get that in the film. We get something completely fucking different. We get something, well, not, I don't want to say completely different. We get something similar, but Spider-Man's not in the film. And like, same thing with Craven. We're going to get Craven this summer with no Spider-Man.
that
We're going to
honestly,
get,
that actually is decent. Like I kind of I want to watch that one.
Yeah, that one does look
I'm not,
good.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in watching Craven. It's to me, it looks like same Morbius. Morbius is another
Yeah, I don't want to watch that one.
non-fucking- Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually saw that. I saw that one twice, and I was disappointed both times. I was disappointed the second time because someone wanted to really go see it. He begged us to go see it, so we went to go see it, and I was like, "Fuck!" I spent $5 watching that movie, and I wanted my $5 back after watching it.
I think with Morpheus, if it wasn't called Morbius and it wasn't a Spider-Man movie, it might have been my expectations probably would have been a little bit better for that movie, but since it's like based off of Spider-Man character and like all the other different things, it's like okay, this doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Well, it's because I
Yeah,
don't honestly. I think that Sony doesn't really understand what to do with like the Spider-Man franchise. Like the only Spider-Man franchise spinoff that's good is Into the Spider-Verse, is because they decided to like they realized that they had like infinite characters, infinite Spider-Man variations they could do, and it's genius. But the rest of Sony, like they don't understand like what to do with that franchise like at all. Besides the main Spider-Man movie, like all the other shit is just like I feel like they're trying to do like the Avengers thing where they're trying to have like all these separate movies and like have like a main movie like the Avengers. But unfortunately, like when you're going through, Spider-Man's Rogues Gallery with like major motion pictures, like you're kind of missing the point. Like with those, I think at best those should have been like Disney Plus shows or Netflix shows or something like that. Like if you look at, like Daredevil, Jessica Jones, you know, uh, Luke Cage, those were really well done because they had,
She-Hulk.
yeah, even She Hulk, but they had the time to like really flesh out the characters and go through like, they took their time with these sorts of things. But I don't get those same feelings when it comes to like Venom or Morbius or whatever. Like you need to convince me like this is a show or like something worth watching. And in a movie
so
sense, like you're not going to get that with those characters.
yeah, but I think one step we're completely not hitting is the fact that these are villains.
Yeah,
Like
that was the other weird thing. Yeah,
we're glorifying villains. Like we're supposed to root for the fucking villain. Like these people do not do good things, especially in the comics. And they evolved a whole like mini side pocket universe with people who are supposed to root that are villains that do fucking heinous shit in some cases, and we're supposed to root for them. Like what the fuck? Like I understand that Venom is now an anti-hero, but when we first meet Venom, he's not a good guy.
yeah.
He terrorizes Peter Parker and he tries to fuck up his whole world and then tries to kill him
Mhm.
or torture him, and both. So, and then we're gonna get Craven. Like Craven and Spider-Man are they're not buddies. They're like I understand like Spider-Man's not his main um well now he's not his real
Antagonist.
main, but he was back then. When we first meet villain, we should see that connection to Spider-Man. And we're seeing very few like threads in these films to Spider-Man. And like it's very, very, very loose and it's not very to me it's not very good writing. Like to have these very loose threads, like thimble thread connections to Spider-Man himself. Like he should be battling these characters, battling them. And we don't get that. We get their origin story and all of a sudden we're supposed to like feel for people that do bad shit. Like what the fuck? What are y'all doing?
I like doing who shit because it's fun.
Smoking with cigarettes.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
Going back.
but yeah, like the whole Madam Web, like only my only introduction to Madam Web was in the Spider-Man animated series, and she was like an old lady who sat in a chair, and she like helped Peter Parker go across multiple universes and stuff like that. Like that's all I know about her character. So I think seeing her as like a young girl, and like the story doesn't like the trailer doesn't like portray what the story is even going to be about. It just seems like there's somebody out there killing spider people. And if they would have made it where if it was a vampire doing it, like because I know in the Spider-Man comic books, like like there's vampires that feed off of spider people,
Yeah.
and if they'd have went with that arc or that twist, I'd have been like, okay, this might be kind of fucking dope. But yeah, they I mean, I haven't seen the movie. I'm just based off of the trailer, but it doesn't seem like they're going that route. It just seems like somebody's mad about something. I don't know. I don't get it. In the reviews I've seen, like on TikTok and stuff, like people are calling it trash. Like it is bad.
Yeah,
Actually,
I've
what does
seen
it
it
sit
bad.
at on Rotten Tomatoes? Let's see.
It's so apparently it's less than Morbius as far as like score or audience score, I believe. Like I think Morbius has 3% higher than Madam Web. It's all bad. The only and it's weird to me because people are all about not the main character, not Dakota Johnson, but Sydney Sweeney's character or Sydney Sweeney herself. I had no idea who this person is, but apparently she's in Euphoria, I guess, and they're all about this
Oh,
girl,
she's wait, who are you talking about?
Sydney
I
Sweeney. She's the blonde. She's the one in like
Oh man,
yeah. Apparently she's in
you
Euphoria.
need to watch
I don't know.
Euphoria.
I've never seen the show, so that's why I have no idea. But apparently her fan set has stepped up. In fact, AMC AMC the company their commercial for you to come see it was literally advertising Sydney Sweeney, skipping Dakota Johnson. He was like, "Oh, she's the lead in the film." Very weird to me, but
Yeah, sitting on Metacritic is
Yeah, right now
sitting
it's at
at.
a.
Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. I was gonna say the same thing, but go for it.
No, I'm looking at Metacritic and it's sitting at for the viewers 2.5.
wait, 2.5?
Yeah, for out of 10.
Yeah, I think. Well, it's kind of weird
Uh,
how they have it because it's like, yeah, I think it's out of 10 for the viewers, and then
yeah,
for the
on Rotten Tomatoes, it's sitting at 13%.
yeah
13%. 13% out of 100. Wow, that's like 1 out of 10.
yeah. So okay, here we go. So on if you go to critic reviews, there's only 8% are positive, 25% is mixed, and then 67% is negative. That's what that's what the critics. Jesus, and then the user ratings, it's like 17% positive, 12% mixed, and then 71% negative.
Damn. Damn.
It's always weird when they give like movies
So
zeros. Like I'm just like, I don't think any movie's like worth a zero. Like
so Sydney Sweeney, yeah, she's from Euphoria, and she's how can I say, very. She has a lot of talent. That's what I gotta say. In the upper
You didn't
region.
say she's easy in
Yes.
the eyes as we used to say.
this is weird. Like
It's not that.
one of the reviews is in Spanish, and I can actually read it. It says the picture, the movie is really bad. The action is, I don't know, but it's something is absurd. Yeah, I can read this stuff now. It's kind of weird.
Trash.
You don't
Ranger
uncrack the
trash
code.
movie.
Yeah.
And this is why Roger wanted to put this on here so he can like get his endorphins by talking about women women in the lead and why these movies don't work and why we shouldn't do this and
God damn.
why nobody cares about these characters and why Captain Marvel failed. So nobody cares about her. Blah blah blah. blah, blah.
This dude said
Actually, I've seen
he said
Oh,
it's
go
a
ahead.
disgracia de cine, which is like it's a
disgraceful
disgrace.
film.
It's a disgrace to films. Yeah.
That's terrible. I mean, it looks. I mean, like I said, I'm willing to wait for streaming. If it pops up on streaming, which it'll probably will within like a month, I'll watch it then. But
Well,
other than that,
that's what I did with the Marvels, because I didn't want to watch that in a theater, and it dropped on Disney Plus like last week, and I
Mhm.
waited an extra day to watch it, but I don't know. I thought Marvels was okay, except for that singing and dancing part. I was like,
I
I
tried to
almost
warn
turned it
you.
off.
I told you it was a
I almost turned it off.
yeah, musical scene. I'm like, damn.
But like for the Marvels, the coolest part of that entire movie is them switching like between like where they are, and they're like fighting together but switching places. I thought that was pretty cool. I think that was really well done visually. That was really well done. But then like I don't know the whole story. I mean, it kind of was a replay of what the what was it? It was basically what the Guardians of the Galaxy did in the first one, where the Kree wanted to destroy like the Nova Corps planet
Mm.
for some reason. I don't know. It was I thought it was okay for the Marvels, other than the singing and dancing musical scene.
Yeah, that was the only scene I didn't like. But yeah, it was alright. I mean, I liked it. I liked it more than the first Captain Marvel. So it's cool. It's not terrible.
And
but-
what's the name? Oh man, she's bad. Freaking the
talking
black
about-
chick.
Oh, Tiana Parrish.
Yeah.
Parrish or it's Parrish? Yeah, Tiana Parrish. She's
Don't
pretty
don't let her near Luke Cage, because he would definitely like to take her out for some coffee.
bad. Yeah, man. Coffee time. Yeah, man. All right. Listen.
All right, where are we going next? You want to talk about SR Week, or you want to go somewhere else?
Yeah, I know you've been itching about it, but there's plenty of shit we didn't get to touch to. But yeah, we can talk about SR Week. I feel like this is gonna be a huge chunk of this podcast. SR Week.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. All right. So SF Beer Week was last week. I was out there from like the 6th through the 15th, I think, something like that.
No idea.
I was there for a while. I think it was the
Yeah, because
15th.
the opening gala was last Friday. I think yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Friday before that. Oh,
last
nice.
last
Already.
Friday. Yeah, yeah. I came in on
Oh,
the
it's been
8th.
2 weeks.
I came on the 8th, stayed in Newark. Then I went to San Francisco on the 9th for the opening gala. Then I stayed back in Fremont up until the 15th. So yeah, I had I had a lot of fun. Real quick, shout out to Patrick. Um,
Oh yeah.
one of my favorite people. Like we linked up, and I was like, something was bothering me because I did jujitsu in the morning, and I think something like got caught underneath my contact, which is kind of a story in of itself. But like I had like my eye was like red as fuck when I got to the opening gala, and he picked me up some eye drops, which kind of cleaned it out and got me like it was still irritating me throughout the whole night, but it was okay. I still had fun. Got to drink. And Blue came out. Super drunk
Yep.
Blue
Yep.
came out. And basically, he gained
Oh.
fucking superpowers throughout the night. I'll
Yeah.
have to show the video of this. It's like it was an incredible feat of drunken display that's on video.
It was almost drunken crouching tiger ninja style, basically.
Bro, I was
So
amazed.
good.
I was amazed. I 100% thought you were gonna fail at this endeavor. But I'll show the video of what we're talking about. 'Cause it's kind of hard to explain like what he did.
Yeah.
But yeah, the opening gala was great. We got the premiere tickets, which was good and
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
So the good thing was you get to get in. So basically, the opening gala normally opens up at 6 p.m. But if you get VIP tickets, it opens up at 5. And if you get the premiere tickets, it opens up at 4. And you get access to the Astro. Yeah, you get access to the Astro Lounge. The Astro Lounge was like the kind of bad part, sort of, only because like,
Well,
listen, if I'm paying like $150 over the VIP ticket, or it's like $127 over the VIP ticket, like you need to have like a better fucking bathroom situation. Like the porta potties that were like, you know, the porta potties in that region, in that thing, were like they were not the greatest. Like I don't feel like they were extra clean, you know what I mean, or anything.
oh
They're just fucking normal porta potties, you know. And I was just like, come on, man. But it was cool to have
they
like
were private though.
they were private, but you know,
Yeah, so like we would never like whenever you need to go to the bathroom, there was never a line,
no, and that was good. But I mean, again,
which is
yeah, like for that price, like up your bathroom game.
that's true. Yeah.
But the other part that was cool about it was away from like everybody else, and there was actually beer and wine there that you couldn't get everywhere else. So that was kind of cool. So like when we first, everybody knows like if you're doing SF Beer Week, like the main beer that most folks want to get is Pliny the Younger, which is an excellent triple IPA, but it's kind of losing a step. I mean, it still tastes great. Don't get me wrong, but there's so many other great triple IPAs out there that it's kind of losing its luster. I'll put it that way. When I first got to, because I got there a little bit late to get to the opening gala, and I didn't know there was 2 places where you can get it if you have the premiere tickets. You can get it in the Astro Lounge or like in the normal spot where everybody else gets it. I didn't even know about the Astro. I knew about the Astro Lounge, but I didn't know where it was yet. I didn't know it was in there, so I just walked. There was no line for the one for like the normal people because there's like nobody there yet.
When you got there at 4:00.
Yeah, there's like nobody there. So I walked up. I had like, I don't know, 2, 3, maybe 4 glasses of it. So it's like, it was fucking great.
I think in total, I think I had about 6 of them.
Yeah.
In that first 1 hour span before like the peasants, not even the peasants, like because we were premium, so VIP, those are the peasants. But then like after that, you got hood rats and stuff.
Yeah. Then the line got
those folks.
Then the line got longer. There's like an actual like roped off area where like the line was pretty long. And I have to say, like, even though I like getting the Younger like right away, it's probably like the worst thing you can do when you're doing like if you're like a beer connoisseur, because honestly, Pliny the Younger and most triple IPAs, especially Pliny the Younger though, it's fucking palate destroying because it's so goddamn hoppy that it just like your taste buds are just so overwhelmed by like bitterness and hops, and it's a lot. So I don't know if I'm gonna have the Younger like right away, especially if I have premiere tickets again. I'll probably wait until like the last like 5 minutes of the premiere access time to get it, because it fucks up your taste buds for a while. So yeah,
That makes sense.
So what do you guys think about the well, actually, Old Ninja wasn't there. I have a story with Old Ninja though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
overall, I mean, like I decided to go ahead and bite the bullet and buy their premium tickets just so I can chill out, hang out with you guys.
Now that you're employed again, thank you,
But
Blue. You're employed.
yeah,
Congratulations. Yeah. Or employed in your normal sort of job.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm enjoying what I'm doing so far. It's pretty cool. And it's I can't talk about the stuff that I work on just because it's like super private. Like it could ruin
Oh, you got them NDAs though.
meta. Yeah. But yeah, no, overall, like I enjoyed SF Week or the opening gala. I mean, it's always super fun. But yeah, the premium part, I enjoyed the premium part just because the fact that we had our own private bathroom area and like there's like the lounge area. There was like chairs and stuff where you sit down. We had our own water system. It was the same as what was out on the floor, but mainly it was in the private area.
Yeah.
They have about I think they had about 6 different breweries that were in there. Some had ciders, some had wine and beer, like Kronos had said. I tried a wine that was a sour. I was like, "Wow, this is some WP stuff right here. I can't try this."
I had some orange wine.
But,
It was like it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I think I tried that too. That was really good. But yeah, the rest of the floor was open up to us, so we can like walk around. They had like the one station had like games that we can play where if you went to certain breweries, you can get your card stamp basically, and then when you go back to the booth, you're able to get like a prize.
Yeah.
And Stitch went out with us, and him and I were trying to finish that card up really like as fast as we can. And
I
we
should have
got to
done
the
that.
booth. The lady's like, "You guys aren't the first." Like we were not. We thought we were going to be like professionals, but apparently there were some elitists out there that was able to snag up a lot of stuff. But they were giving out like shirts and jackets and hats and stuff. Like they were giving out like legit prizes.
So
But
that,
all the breweries were Santa Clara based breweries, which is kind of cool. So they're all local Bay Area breweries.
Well,
What do you think, Carlos?
yeah, next year I'm definitely gonna do that first because I got the thing to like it's kind of like a punch card, which is kind of
Yeah.
sad because like usually there's like strong beer month is during SR Beer Week. It's a collaboration between Magnolia and 21st Amendment, and you get like a free glass. Well, I mean you pay for it obviously. You get a glass at the end, but it's like 10 beers all over 10%. And like one year I did it in 2 days, which don't do that ever. Because they're full fucking beers and it's a lot. But that's what it reminded me of. But I didn't go like right away to go do it, and I should have because I had to get like a size small lady shirt. So hopefully I'll send it to my oldest daughter. See, yeah.
Yeah. I think even about time Stitch and I got to it, like they barely had any like average men wearing size shirts. So I got like I think I got a medium, and it's tight on me. So it might be like maybe a ladies medium or something like that. But yeah, but yeah, we tried some really good beers. One of the beers that stood out to me, which I thought was crazy. So I like milk stout beers or like porters and stuff like that. And there's one company that made a vegan milk stout beer that was made from I don't know, magic basically, but it basically tastes like a light porter basically, or a light milk stout, which I thought was really good. But yeah, we got to see some old folks too, like Alpha Acid was out there.
Yeah. He remembered us too, which is funny.
The people from 21st Amendment. Yeah, yeah, it was kind of crazy. But there was in the front of the gala, they had somebody had like a podcast booth set up, so I guess they were interviewing people. I'm not 100% sure exactly what they were doing, but like I think you could walk up and like talk to them about beers. And then we actually met some guy who one of his friends has a black-owned brewery. I wish I had the.
I didn't go. It was at the Av Bar, and I didn't get a chance to go. It's called the Av Bar.
He gave me
So I think the
gave me
guy's
a ticket to it.
he told me multiple times that he used to sell crack, but now he sells beer.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Then I looked up the place.
Was...
It's a legit place. It's the Av Bar.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to look at the other pictures that I have on here. But he had this other one that was called like it says at least it gave me the Twitter. It says like FK Duluna. Oh, with the Something King beer.
Oh,
they have a beer
called
called Beer is Black History.
Oh, this is a different dude. This is not that guy.
Yeah, that's a different dude. Oh, it's called Oak Park Brewery.
Gotcha.
It's called.
100% not that guy.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that guy didn't sell crack.
Yeah, 100%.
But the other guy, 100% did because he fucking told me multiple times.
Yeah, This one guy had a shirt that says, I don't drink beer with races." Hashtag Black History Month or Black Lives
Yeah.
Matters. I thought that was kind of
And there
cool.
was another guy who had a beer is Black History, and so I looked at it. I was like, you got a sale. So I got the sweater. I'm not wearing it right now because it's kind of warm. I got the sweater of that and a shirt of like the actual company. I forget what it's called, but yeah, they made an instant sale of Black is beer is Black History.
You know what's funny? So we've been doing these beer fests and beer events like for a long time now. And dude, pretzel necklace, like I got so many people come up to me asking me like, "Oh man, that's such a good idea. Like, where'd you get it from? This and that." And it's like, is this your first beer fest? Like, how do you not know about the pretzel necklace?
Bro,
And it's interesting because somebody came up to me. I went to a liquor store recently, and they're like, "Oh hey, weren't you at the SF opening gala?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh yeah, I remember you had the pretzel necklace on." Like, I'm more famous for the pretzel necklace than the podcast. Kind of sad, but
you know what's hilarious though. So like this is like the pretzel necklace thing was actually like some contention like leading up to the podcast. Why don't you tell that story about how you had to like email them and like the whole story about
oh
yeah.
yeah, because on the website for the opening gala, I think I talked about this like the last podcast. It says on there no outside food, and previous time when Kronos and I went to a opening gala, I don't know if it was the opening gala, maybe it was just a beer fest.
It was the opening gala
in San Francisco.
It was the opening
It
gala.
was opening gala. Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, like security was like, "Oh no, you can't bring this in." I was like, "Wait, what are you talking about? Like we always do the pretzel necklace." They're like, "Oh no outside food. Like you can't bring this in." So I'm like, "Oh, well, is there anybody we can talk to?" They're like, "No, basically." So I'm like, "Oh, whatever." So like they had like an area over there where I put it off to the side and we went inside. And then I started seeing other people with pretzel necklace. I'm like, "What the hell?" I was like, "Who said you guys could bring those in?" It's like, "Oh yeah, they changed the rule." And so I go back to the front, and like our pretzel necklace was still sitting because I still had it in the bag. So I'm glad that we did our thing. So because of that experience, for this opening gala, I made sure to email the event coordinator and was like, "Hey, I see there's no outside food, like, but me and my friends we always wear pretzel necklace. It's kind of the staple of going to beer fests." And they were like, "Oh yeah, that's cool. Like, yeah, you can go ahead and bring it in." So I had the email. I had the email on my phone just in case somebody was going to stop me. But then I got a follow-up email saying like, "Oh no, you can't bring pretzel necklace. No outside food," from a different person. I was like, "What the effer?" And then I got an email from the first person who's the actual event coordinator, or event planner, or manager. And she's like, "Oh no, you can." I didn't know her email. She didn't know that. I already approved this. So everything was good and golden, and I was super excited about that.
And so the kind of chef's kiss on this is like literally. So when you have the premiere, I'm actually gonna go through this bag. I don't know what the fuck is in here because I was drunk the whole night, and so I'm gonna go through like the bag. But I know one thing I was in the bag is a pretzel necklace. So, but it's like it wasn't as good as Blue's. Blue, he made extras. He gave me one. Thank you very much. He had time for it's craft time,
Oh yeah, I always gotta make it.
So what the fuck is in here? So here's I have a shirt from I don't know what the fuck this is from. I don't even know what the fuck it says. So let's see. The shirt in the bag. This might be the one from like what I won. I think this is a women's shirt. Yeah, it seems pretty small, but it's a beer whisperer. Actually,
Nice.
this is not really small. Is this a dude size?
What's on the?
Oh yeah, no, this is my size. I can wear this. So this is not.
Yeah,
a
I
lady
think
shirt.
they did have shirts when they had towels. Yeah, they had towels when you got there for part of the premium thingy.
Oh my god. I don't know what the hell. Oh, this is the thing that I got from winning or from doing all those beers. Yeah, this is definitely a lady shirt. This is a small, and it's got a little bow in it too. It's so cute. So, this is from Santa Rosa. I think you said Santa Clara, right? I'm pretty sure it was Santa Rosa.
Yeah. Yes, Santa Rosa breweries.
I'm gonna send this to my daughter. So,
She in a chat.
This is pretty high quality. No, she's not. She's kind of mad at me right now.
Oh,
It's okay. It's
Oh,
it's
well.
my own fault because I didn't call her for a little bit. Actually, no, too long. I didn't call her for too long. Or we got some beer thingies, like little squishy things. Another squishy thing, and this is it's Visit Santa Rosa, which Santa Rosa's cool. I mean, I used to hang out. Blue knows. I used to go up there all the time.
yeah.
Oh shit! I got fucking beer pencils. Yeah, these are like one of those. Yeah, the pens. Oh no, it is a pen. Yeah, these are like beer pens. Visit Santa Rosa.
Where's my bag at?
Oh, I got more. Another one of these things, and this is all from just that one thing from drinking all those beers from that one place. Um, then I've got this is from the actual bag. If you have Premier access, you get a bag full of stuff. So I got a what the fuck is this? Another pen that lights up. It's kind of crazy. It's like a little astronaut.
That's a butt plug. Don't lie.
Yeah, okay. Light up butt plug. We'll go with that.
For the
Uh,
people that are listening via audio,
yeah. I have a Return of the Craft
a
beer.
dirty towel.
Yeah, don't panic.
Don't panic.
Yeah, a little towel. I have a 33 bottles of beer, professional edition. It's a beer tasting journal, which I was not going to do that night because I had a mission. It was to drink a lot and get drunk. So, yeah. And then the pretzel necklace is gone because I don't know where it went. I probably threw it away because Blues was better. So, yeah, that was the opening gala. And the other part about the opening gala night kind of bleeds into the next morning is because I already told you I had a problem with my contact that night. And so when I got home drunk, or I got to my hotel room drunk, nice hotel I stayed at too. My eye was super bothering me, super red, and so I took my contact out. I had to take like the cap of because I didn't have a contact like holder thingy. And I forgot my glasses, so I took the cap of of like a water bottle, put the cap upside down, took like some eye drop fluid, filled it up like halfway, took out my one contact, put it in there, and then like put the more drops on top. Went to sleep, woke up the next morning, my eyes were red as fuck. My eyes are kind of gunky and shit. And then my partner Kay, when I wake up in the morning, she says that our daughter, she's got pink eye, and I was like fuck. I was like I have fucking pink eye. I was like I was like if she has pink eye, I probably do too. I'm just gonna fucking cancel the trip. Like seriously, that's where I was at. I was like, because I can't hang out with pink eye, and so turns out she does not have pink eye. She had like some virus that has pink eye like symptoms, and I was just hungover. My eyes were fucking red. So and I had something stuck under my contact from like because I went to Mr. X's house to take a shower because we did jujitsu and I need somewhere to take a shower that was closer than where I was staying. So. Yeah, he has dogs, and like I think a hair from like one of his dogs that's stuck in my contact. So, yeah.
You kind of jumping back to SFB week. I know we talked about our boy Patrick being there, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he was joking around. Maybe we were all drunk, but I think it's funny. Like some people don't realize that I'm Blue on the podcast.
Oh,
like Patrick didn't realize who I was, but I was like, we were hanging out like almost all night, and I was like, oh shit, you're Patrick. Oh yeah, I'm Blue from the podcast. He was like, you're Blue? I'm like, yeah, dude. And that's happened like a couple of times when like we had like live event or like we meet like people who are fans of the podcast. Like they don't realize that I'm Blue, which is kind of crazy.
That is kind of crazy. Yeah. I also I forgot that Patrick is fucking tall as shit. I don't know how tall he actually is.
Yeah, I didn't know.
But he's got to be at least 6'2", probably maybe 6'3", maybe taller. I don't know. He's way bigger than I am. So, yeah.
But then Stitch brought one of his friends too, was another police officer. So, we got to tell this joke because this shit was fucking funny. But what Mr. X said.
Oh yeah.
So we're all sitting around the table. I don't even know how you probably can tell the story better than I can because I can't remember how it was set up, but it was fucking funny as hell.
Yeah, I forget the actual setup, but yeah. So basically, Mr. X, he's an Asian guy. He's the mix of a lot of Asians. So three different Asian ethnicities, and he's with just surrounded by like a bunch of black dudes. And
I think it was like 6 of us.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 5. And he goes, "Well, I'm the only person here married to a black woman." And then we all looked at each other. We're like, "Motherfucker!" Like, he was 100% right. Like, yeah, he got us there.
He was 100% accurate on that. Yeah, we forgot, but he was there as well.
And his wife was awesome.
Do you want to tell the story about my little super drunk Blue? Or should I go into it?
You go into it because I've been talking for a while, but I'll show the video eventually. Okay. I gotta post it.
Yeah, so they at SFB week, one of the brewers had this kind of contraption. Basically, it was like a flat plate on 4 strings, and you were controlled like a marionette. So like you had strings that you can control, like the tilt from left, right, forward, or back. And the game was that they gave you a glass of beer, and you have to lift that beer up, bring it up to your face, and drink it without using use your hands to control it, but like you have to like drink it without spilling on you. And like so many people were like spilling it and like dropping over the floor. But like for me, I thought it was a great little game. So like if you one of the things that you have to realize is that like you can't the controls are backwards basically. It's almost like flying like a helicopter or something like that. So the controls are backwards. So you can't tilt your hands forward and think that the thing's gonna tilt forward. It's actually gonna tilt towards you. So you kind of have to figure that things out. But like yeah, I think I was like some of the few that were able to actually do it, and people were cheering and like
stop. Oh, sorry.
Shut up around us.
That was my fault. Did y'all hear that?
Oh,
Okay, good. People on the podcast probably did or listening to it, so sorry about that.
Nah. It's all good. But yeah, I was able to. I know people. Kronos was saying I couldn't do it. He didn't want me to do it. I was like, no, they gotta do it. I don't care if I spill beer on me. I didn't drive.
100. I 100% thought you were gonna fail at this shit. So you definitely proved me wrong. I can pull the video if you give me just a second. I just downloaded it because I pulled it off of my Facebook account. But I'll post a separate video about this as well. So let me grab it real quick. Because yeah, I was amazed. I was stunned and amazed. So give me 1 second. I got to like pull this. Let's see, where are we at? I'll pull.
Yeah.
This one. All right. So I'm gonna let me see if I can actually put it on the live stream so you guys can see, so we can all see. Let's present, and I want to present. Nope. Hold on a second. Give me 1 second. Got to figure all this shit out on the fly. Sorry.
Oh, it was 21st Amendment that put it on.
Yeah, so sorry if we were muted for a little bit. So now you will see this whole thing of Blue 100% thought it was going to fail. So I muted the audio finally. So yeah, this thing that we're trying to like explain to people is like, oh, it's like all. Wait, what?
I know I make it look easy, but
oh, it's like choppy. Why is it so choppy? So basically, he has this thing where it's like suspended by like strings, and he's trying to control like tilting back this beer into like you have to watch the video. This is hard to like explain. And he's like tilting back this beer without touching it physically, with, like his hands. And I thought he was gonna fail, and he 100% like just he kills it. So this is like probably one of the things where you have to watch this instead of like listening to it because it's hard to explain. All right, there we go. He looks like
you gotta arch that back, boy.
Yeah, you gotta arch the back.
oh my god!
All right, so I'm gonna. How do I stop presenting? There we go. All right, so yeah, it was super cool.
That was cool.
And like, yeah, I think when you asked me to do it, I was like, no, because I don't want to fail at this and look like a hobo after this. Like I pissed on myself. So yeah.
And you know what? Shout out to oh, that's the name of the place. Let me look it up. There's because we got to the opening gala like probably like 30 minutes before it was going to start, and I needed some food right away. And there's a cool little kind of like a Louisiana like southern spot that's like 4 doors down, and their food was actually really good. But beware of the fucking birds. Like goddamn.
Was that
like,
Pier
pigeons,
39?
like, just walk around on the floor and shit like that.
Yeah.
Not well, freaking one of Stitch's friend got pooped on. This shit was funny. Like I thought it happened out of the corner of my eye, and I thought like it rained on him, but no, it was like a big glob of poop. But I was like, at least it was bird poop and not a human. Since we're up in the city.
Louisiana. Let me see if I can try to find it. Because I remember you guys said you went somewhere like Louisiana something or some sort of kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it could, and also before we even went to the beer gala, we decided to take a shot of Jameson, which could have been a bad idea, but also was kind of a good idea because it was only $5 for a shot. So and they do $5 shots there every day. So if you're ever in downtown or not downtown, if you're ever in the city, you can definitely check out the spot. Let me look up the name, make sure.
So yeah, that was just
All right.
just the opening gala. Like, that's all we're talking about, and that's for like that one little my first day during SR Beer Week, which is kind of amazing. So like the next day, I woke up and so I ordered this beer called Evil & Co. This is what I showed like in the beginning of the podcast is Evil & Co. And it's a really good beer. So basically, I used to have this. It was called Evil 3 is what they used to be called for this beer. It's from Heretic, and so I ordered it, and I live in Chula Vista, and it was going to cost like for a case, it was going to cost like $30 to ship to me, and I was like, oh, it's releasing like the day after the opening gala, so I'll just go up, because it's in Fairfield. Like, I thought it wasn't that far from San Francisco. I was like, I'll just drive up and get it like the next day. Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's like an hour away from my San Francisco. Like after the opening gala, I was like, oh god damn it. So I drove up there. I had lunch, got my case of beer, and then I drove back to my hotel. Then I had to take a nap like an old person. And then I went out later on that day. But there was nothing where I went that day wasn't really anything cool. But the next day is when I met up with Old Ninja and Stitch again. So that was actually, or was it that day? It was the next day.
No, it was Monday.
Yeah, it was Monday. Yeah.
I'll kind of jump back to so the restaurant is called Queens Louisiana Po' Boy Cafe.
Ah, okay.
And it's a Cajun restaurant. So they have like Creole or Cajun food there.
Oh, is that the one near the City Hall?
Oh no, this one's by the pier. It's on the pier.
Oh, so,
Yeah.
okay, different.
Yeah, City Hall is not
But
far.
Stitch,
It's
like,
not close
he's
to the
like-
piers.
No, the City Hall's by the Embarcadero. That's a long ass fucking walk.
Yeah.
Reason why I know, because I've actually made that walk once, and I'll probably never do that shit again.
We can talk about our walk story later. We had to go for a walk too.
Oh yeah.
That's a great story, actually, though.
It was pretty funny, but I mean, shit, you guys are still in the opening gala. This was Friday night.
We're fast forwarding now to like the one day I didn't take a whole day off, but basically, like the next day was on Saturday. I took a nap for a long time, and then I went back into the city. But like I wanted to get some food, and the first place I went, they were supposed to have like it was Black Hammer. I went to Black Hammer, and I wanted to because there's supposed to be tacos and beer. So like for some reason I got like a ton of these tickets in my fucking pockets to go to Black Hammer. I have no idea how I had so many of them. So I went to Black Hammer.
I don't.
You remember me picking them up?
Nope. I like was going through my pocket. I was like, "What the hell is this?" I also had like beer bottles, caps.
Yeah, it's like random.
For.
Fucking drunk people. Anyway,
I remember somebody telling me like, "Oh, if you come by the brewery, like we'll hook you up with some free beers with these." I'm like, "All right, cool." I don't know what brew they were for.
Yeah, I don't. It was fucking weird. Anyway, so I went to Black Hammer, which I've been to before, and for tacos and beer, and there was no more tacos when I got there. I was like, "Fuck!" And then I had kind of like a not great experience for the first time being there, because like if the cost of a beer is $8 and I give you $10, and then you take all of my $10, like, why would you do that? Like, I'm gonna tip you anyway. Like, I tip, so I was gonna give you the change anyway. But just like to assume that I was gonna give you the tips, kind of fucked up. And like it took me like the second time I did it, I was like, maybe I was just like tripping, and then it was the same thing. It was just like took all my money. I was like, all right, well, moving on. So then I went to the Republic Ale House. I think it was a Republic Ale House, and because they have a kitchen, and I got there 30 minutes after the kitchen closed. So that night on Saturday, I had to take Bart all the way back to the city, which or sorry, had to take Bart back to Fremont from the city, and by the time I got back to Fremont, I had to pee so fucking bad. I'm like basically pee pee dancing when I got to the hotel. I had to get all the way up to my goddamn, all the way up to my hotel room, even though I had to eat, take a quick piss. Then I went to like anything that was open to get food. I was like, whatever. I usually don't eat fast food very often, but Jack in the Box was open, and I got some of that, and I fucked that shit up. And then I drank my Evil & Co. beer along with that. And then the next morning is when or the next day, I met up with Old Ninja and Stitch again,
Stitch.
which was great. So why don't you tell that story? I'm gonna grab a beer though, okay?
What was his first day? Yeah, that was my first time seeing Stitch in literal months.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
maybe a year
I hadn't seen him in a long time.
at least. Yeah, I want to say maybe a year. I don't remember last time I saw Stitch. I remember we went out somewhere really quickly and he popped in. But like that day we met up and it was raining. It was raining that day, I believe, or it was going to rain. We went up pretty early. We all literally met up. I met Cronus at Bart because I hadn't seen Cronus in like a year.
Yeah.
And so I met him at Bart, and then we met up with Stitch at another station. We ended up taking it all the way to the city. Oh, this is a good day because this was early. We got there early. It was still morning. We got there. And
you know how I roll, man.
I know, yeah. That's why I was prepared. Like,
Yeah.
the only reason why I was slightly late is because I had a lot of cash on me, and
Yeah.
I knew we were going to be walking around. And I'm like, I don't want to have this much cash on me, just in case something pops off. Like,
I mean,
I don't want to risk it. So
given your company, you'd have been all right. Like the two
you
people you were
never know.
with.
I mean,
yeah.
just I still didn't want like that kind of like. I didn't want to invite confrontation. There you go.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to roll with minimal cash, and I'm going to deposit this money in case I need it. I'll have it like I can use my card because like I don't know about the rest of you, the rest of the country or the rest of the U.S. because I know there's people not listening to us in the U.S. But a lot of places are like they're not cash only now. It's basically the other way around. It's card only. So I was like I'm like kind of irritated by that. I'm like, dude, cash should be good no matter what. But there are places that are like, we don't do cash. It makes me kind of weird. So I don't always like using my card.
Yeah, there's a Phil Coffee by me that's cash only.
Yeah, but there's a lot of places that are
Which is
card
weird.
only. Yeah, so it's the reverse.
Oh no, sorry. The Phil Coffee by me is card only. They don't take cash.
Yeah, I would prefer cash only. But we ended up going. So we ended up stopping off in San Francisco. Fuck, what was our first stop? We went to
Monk's Kettle because it was the beer and
cookie and beer
cookie
pairing. Yeah, and I hadn't eaten. So by the time we got there, it was like
Monk makes
lunch.
really good beer.
Yeah.
It was like 11:30 noon. We got there like maybe 11:30 noonish.
Yeah.
And we were already kind of, and these guys had already been drinking. So like we went there. Well, so it was very weird because like the bartender that was there, he did all the pairings. So the first time I had been, you did one beer, one cookie, and the cookie was like the size of like. Probably like the size of your hand.
It was a normal size cookie. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the one I got, the chocolate chip one was kind of big.
Yeah.
But it was like you get one and one. This time we sat down, we got like.
Well, hold on. It was one and one. It was a full or larger size cookie and a full beer. So
yes, full beer also. This time we got like beer and snifters. And it was like half a glass, and we got 3 cookies, 3 beers, 3 cookies, and he did like it was like. What is it? What do they call it? Like tea time, like kind of cookies or whatever. So they weren't that big. So like the first cookie, they're more like what do you call a small cupcake?
A small cup, like just a mini cupcake? Yeah, it's like yeah.
I don't know.
There's a name for it.
Yeah, I feel like there's a name for it, but it's like a small. We got 3 little small. They're literally the size of like Reese's cupcakes, like the Reese's, but the small ones that you put in like little mixed bag things. But he had a pairing with like a raspberry framboise. It wasn't even framboise. It was like a raspberry beer, raspberry sour. I'm sorry. It was really fucking good. Like holy shit. Like what you do is you take a bite of the cookie and you drink beer. And after the taste of the beer, it gives you this really rich and powerful.
Give me a minute. I'll be right back.
Aftertaste. It was so fucking good. So on top of the beer and cookies, we decided to have like basically lunch. So we ordered like a bunch of appetizers, so it filled the fucking table. So we had nothing but beer, cookies, and fucking appetizers on this fucking plate or on this table. It was fucking crazy because we were just like, we had just a lot of food, but we had like beer with us, so we were like drinking beer.
Damn,
It was like a
talk about
really good
FOMO,
spot.
man.
Yeah, it was really good. I was just like, dude, this is like, I could literally end the day here, and we were just starting. We just started with that.
Mm-hmm.
So we like ended up going there. We ended up going to we tried to go to Deviant, but Deviant was like closed, I think, on a Monday. So we ended up where did we go? We ended up going to another spot. We ended up walking to like we didn't go to the Crafty Fox, which is actually down the street. It's like 2 blocks down. We ended up going to we ended up going to 4505. We ended up going to 4505 for like a late lunch or no. We go right after. I think we stopped someplace else beforehand, but we ended up going 4505. It's this barbecue place on 4505 Dia Salvo. That's literally the name. That's the address and the name of the fucking spot. So we went there for like barbecue. We all got like barbecue, and they're doing beer pairings. So like that place, I didn't. I felt like I had drank a decent amount of beer at the previous spot. We ended up getting. They got more. Stitch and Cronus got beer. We all got barbecue, and Stitch apparently had never been there. I could have sworn we had been there before with him, but oh, you're on mute. You're on mute.
I
There you go.
I know I've been there before. Like the last time we went to SF every week, we
Yeah,
went there for
I know
food.
you've
I
been
mean,
there
that
at
was a
least
pretty good
twice.
spot.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I could have sworn Stitch has been with us at least once.
Yeah, I don't know if he was there. I don't think I've ever gone to a beer fest with like SF Beer Week event with
With
Stitch.
him, yeah, he claims
Was he
he's
there?
never been there. So, huh? What was that?
Man, hey, I guess he wasn't there.
Yeah, he said he wasn't there. I could have sworn he was with us, but I was like tripping out about there's no way you've never been to the spot with us. He's like, no, I've never been there. So we ended up going to the spot, and like he loved it because I love that place too because like they had like a slightly new menu. You know, it's not like they don't have like a huge menu, but it's all barbecue. And it's like really well made fucking barbecue. So we all like picked our meals and shit. So we had just ate like appetizers when we did ate like lunch right where we were, and we got to do. They were doing beer pairings. I remember what beer Cronus and Stitch tried because I got a root beer. I didn't want to keep. I didn't want to get fucked up. It's like early in the day. I'm not thinking all fucked up. So we went
Don't
there,
be a
had
little
a great
bitch.
fucking yeah, if you say so. We had there, had a great lunch. We talking and shit, visiting, and so where we were is the block away from this place called Coin Op. So Coin Op is or no, not Coin Op, the
Mm.
Emporium. Sorry, the Emporium. The Emporium is like it's converted. I'm pretty sure it used to be a porn theater. I'm not quite sure, but it used to be a movie theater, and so it's been converted into a arcade and bar. So there's 2 bars. There's a bar
Mm.
upstairs and a bar downstairs, and there's arcades like everywhere. And like some of the
Yeah, that's
arcades,
fat.
like yeah, one of the arcades is made by like it's like an indie game made by I think someone from local college, and it has like a bunch of shit you can play, and they do like party shit on there. It's really fucking cool. So we ended up getting, I guess, because we were there for happy hour or some bullshit. Everything we bought, we kept getting free tokens. Or no, we bought one thing and gave us free tokens. So we all got free fucking tokens.
Yeah,
We're like, holy shit!
I still got
Like,
tokens. Like I got a bunch.
with oh, you still got
Yeah,
tokens? Yeah, we didn't go back. That's why we should.
I was like, what is in my fucking pockets again? Like, you know.
It's like a token.
Why is
Yeah,
there a
we
finger
got.
in my pocket? What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh god dang! So we ended up
Anybody
getting
missing a
like
finger?
tokens. Yeah, we ended up going. It's like old school arcade. Like you put money in to give you tokens, and they give us free tokens. So we're playing, and it was like we went upstairs, and like almost all the arcades upstairs were fucking busted because me and Cronus were trying to get down some like at least one of the current Street Fighters. They have Street Fighter 3, but it wasn't taking tokens. I was fucking pissed because I really liked Street Fighter 3. So then we ended up finding like X-Men versus Street Fighter. We ended up playing one of
Oh
those.
shit.
We played, yeah, we were
Yeah,
playing that shit.
Blue knows how this goes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't really. I'm not a huge fan of that because I can never do aerial combos. But I survived, and then we found.
Well, hold on, but what he meant by he survived is that he lost every single game.
Well, I only played that once. No,
Okay.
no. I played that once. I managed to survive like, you know, both rounds or whatnot. Or I think we
So
went.
I like
we
I
did
like
3. I don't know. Not a huge fan of that.
if
But
I
we
can kill
ended-
one of Cronus's player in a game of Street Fighter versus X-Men, I've done well for the night.
Yeah, I mean, we played like
1 out of 3.
Yeah, I mean, so we ended up finding a Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition. We're going to add it. We played 10 matches. I won like 2. I was getting my ass fucking wood, but it was fucking fun. It took me back like old school, and it worked. Like all the buttons actually worked.
Yeah.
Compared to X-Men vs Street Fighter, half the buttons didn't fucking work. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude,
And me and Stitch,
At work, we have a Street Fighter 2 cabinet, one of those arcade 1-up ones, the one that you can buy from Costco.
Yeah.
They have that
yeah.
one and a Star Wars one, and then
isn't that just an emulator though? Which Star Wars one though?
It has 3 games in it. It has I can't think what they are. They have the one where you're on Tatooine and you're like on the speed bikes, and you have the guys trying to shoot you down. You like either not gonna. It's Spy Hunter basically.
Yeah, Spy Hunter. Okay. It's not the racing one, right? You have to like race to get to the end, and at the end, and then it switches to like the snow, and then it goes into Death Star or some shit.
No, this is like 70s like old school arcade game.
Oh yeah, so the vector graphic shit.
Yeah. Well, one of them was a vector game where you're like and you're trying to shoot down. You're an X-wing. You're trying to take out towers or something like that, but your shields keep getting blown up because you've been running into shit.
If you can survive the towers, you go into the trench, and then when you make the trench, you should shoot. Well, depending on how you do, you should be able to blow.
So use the force.
Yeah, that one's actually really fun. That was an old school fucking game. Good luck trying to find one. I mean, you can get the emulator for it, but you need both because it came with dual like control things. Pretty awesome, but still.
Yeah.
But at the Emporium, we were playing like old school shit. We were playing. Oh, me and Stitch, we were playing Double Dragon Part 1. Like holy shit!
Oh,
hold on. Can I tell you how? So Stitch gave me the beat down at playing like the basketball thing.
Oh yeah,
like,
I didn't
he fucking whooped my ass like 3 times in a row. Like it was it was embarrassing.
Yeah, again, someone gave us free fucking tokens there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was some random woman. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, hey, we're losing.
You guys were like
little bunch of tokens.
You guys were like little kids, like in arcade. You know, you guys had an experience where at arcade, you're like out of tokens, and it's lazy. Oh, we're leaving. Here, you can have our token. Or they give
100%. It's like 100%. Yeah, it was funny because we played the basketball thing, and like the first time we did like a bunch of rounds, like Stitch was determined to fucking win. He lost like maybe once.
No, he didn't. He didn't lose to me. Yeah,
he lost to me.
Oh, okay,
he lost to me.
Congrats.
He was super pissed. Then he whooped my ass the next playthrough. Then like we switched out. It was fucking wild.
I want to try that sober against him. Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, it was still kind of daytime, kind of sort of like when we got to this point. But wait, I think I'm missing the part of the day. Like, where did we go after Monk's Kettle? Did we go directly to the forefront?
No, I think we went to Zeitgeist in between, like one of those two places. We went to Zeitgeist. Yeah,
I knew there was something.
Because Zeitgeist is always like it's. I always have to go there because it's a great bar.
So I have to admit, this time around, Zeitgeist because it was slightly remodeled and it did smell like fucking mildew. Like holy shit, they cleaned up. And it actually smelled like an actual nice fucking spot, even though it's not.
It's been gentrified.
Yeah.
Oh well, not really. I mean, the bathroom was still. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they replaced their old school like 70s fucking register with their new like flat screen fucking,
POS.
Yeah, they had the square fucking OS shit. Yeah,
they took cards.
Like,
I was when like we went in, I was like, I brought cash just for this place.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we take card now. I was like, what, sir? What are you talking about?
Yeah, sure. What do you mean? And I'm like, what?
There's a place I like. There's a place I like going to that they started taking credit cards. There's a donut shop up in oh god, where was it? In not Benicia, in San Bruno called Rolling Pins. And I've been going there since high school, like years, like 20 plus years. They've only taken cash. I went there recently, and I was like going to get some. I was like, oh, you guys take cards yet? They're like, oh yeah, we do. I'm like, wait, really? They're like, yeah, because usually they have an ATM machine there where you have to like take out cash. And I was gonna go to ATM to get cash, but like they take credit cards out. I'm like, oh shit, welcome to the 20th century. Like, come on, goddamn.
That's all bad. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. So we ended up doing. We were at Emporium for a while, so we had a shit ton of tokens. It's
I
like
still got
we're
I, I
good.
I still have a shitload of tokens.
Yeah, I don't get that. Like we were playing like. Well, then again, you didn't spend as many tokens as I did in Street Fighter because I was losing, so I had to keep putting in tokens. And we were playing. They had the old school Ninja Turtles fucking game.
Yeah.
I don't know why we didn't play. We didn't even play that one. That would have been awesome. But me and Stitch were all about
They made
that
it.
Double Dragon. We're
They
fucking
made a
getting
remake of
whipped the
that
fuck.
game. Like,
Yeah.
did you
Yeah,
remember
well,
the
Yeah.
that's
game? Like you
treasure
could play
event.
that
For the
like
Like,
Beef
consoles.
and Cheese.
yeah, it's fucking crazy. We were there. We were literally there at Emporium until it like got dark, and then so at Emporium, that's where we had like not a tip, but we were like, Stitch is like, "Hey, I gotta go." I'm like, "What do you mean you gotta go?" Like, he's like, I gotta go. And I was pretty early. No, I gotta take care of shit. So we're like, all right. He wanted to Uber all the way from where he lives, or from the city to where he lives. I'm like, that's kind of long. Like, why don't we just take Bart back? He's
Yeah.
like, no, I'm good. So like, what the fuck? So we ended up escorting him to like his Uber. So that was my day with Stitch. Like Cronus got to spend like what a day or two with them.
Well, I mean, opening gala plus that one day. Yeah.
Plus Monday,
Yeah.
yeah. So Cronus and I decided to stay. We ended up staying. Stitch left. We said our goodbyes, and what did we? We didn't go to Crafty Fox that night, did we? Yeah, we did. We
Was
went
it
to
that
Crafty
night?
Fox.
Okay, that was because I was getting my nights
We went
confused.
2 nights. We went 2 nights in a row, did we not?
We did. So I thought it was the next night.
I was only there for 2 days. I wasn't there for Wednesday, so we went both nights.
Okay. Oh, that's right.
Oh no, yeah.
No, I think it was.
Did we? No, maybe not. I'm getting. It's all running
Yeah, I
together.
thought it was the
What
next
night did we
day.
do trivia? Was it the next
I
night?
think
Or
it was the
same
next night because that was the Crafty Fox night. Hold on, I mean, I made like a short list of things. Of
Okay, cool. Because we went to Crafty Fox twice. And I'm pretty sure I
so
wasn't there 3 nights in a row.
no, damn, it was that night because yeah, Willie Pig for me was like the next night.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we
yeah,
did
that was a
ended up going
long.
to the Crafty
God
Fox.
damn, that was a long night. Okay, so
Yeah, I told you we shut that. We were there. We shut it down. Did we not? Oh no.
well, we shut down Harmonic and then we went to
Oh, okay. You gotta tell the harmonic story because we did go to harmonic.
yeah, this is really cool. I don't know if Emily's listening to the podcast, but she has our information. We were texting through this. Don't worry, Kay knows. All right, it's not like I was hitting on this woman or anything.
Oh,
So
those are the chats on your IG I saw. No.
so basically, yeah, we decided to go to Harmonic because there was Old Ninja kept talking about there's so many trivia nights. I was like, all right, let's go to one.
Mhm.
So we decided
Yeah.
Harmonic was one. It is in the Dog Patch, and I think it was on like a Monday or yeah, it was Monday.
It was
Yeah, because remember,
Yeah, you guys supposed to go to TRD.
yeah, and the TAD, and then like because they're closed
TAD.
on Mondays, which I remember, and then the next day they were closed, and I was like, what the fuck again? Like what? They're closed on Monday, Tuesday now. Anyway, later story. So we go to Harmonic. So I get an Uber Black, of course, and we go to Harmonic where I thought it was going to be, and so the Uber driver drops us off, and then we're standing around like an industrial area. I'm like, I don't like where the fuck is Harmonic, and I told the guy to just go. Like we're fine. Like we'll figure it out. It's probably somewhere around here. Ends up that it was their old location, and that their new location is like a mile and a half away, like the one we had to go to. There's multiple locations, so. Old Ninja was like, yeah, we can like just walk. I'm like, all right, let's walk. So like I'm thinking like on the way we'll probably see something that's like better, or like something else where I can like stop and eat or do something or drink. Old Ninja was on a fucking mission to like we're going to fucking Harmonic. We're doing this trivia night, and I was like, we're passing by Old Factory, we're passing by Willie Pig, we're passing by all these places where I want to go. He was like, no, we're just gonna go, and I was like, all right, fine. So we go. It ends up being at the fucking Chase Center. And it's literally like on like in part of the complex. So we go up there. It was cool as fuck. But like we get there to like this, it was like a trivia night, but we were late. And so they were basically halfway done when we got there. And they got to the part about Black History Month. And so we're sitting there and the the trivia person, they were talking about the gula culture. And I was like, "You're talking about Gullah?" And I was like, "All right, I'm pretty sure he's talking about Gullah." And like the first question that was like about like what was the first state to secede from the nation? I knew it was South Carolina, So we got that one right. We didn't get many more right. Like we got maybe a couple after that, but not a lot. And because we're halfway through, like we didn't do very well. And then like afterwards, she came around. I was like talking to everybody. She started talking to us, and then I was complimenting her on like how good of a job she was doing. But I was like, hey, I'm pretty sure you said the name of this like thing wrong. Like it's Gullah, not Gula culture. And then I tried to like kind of downplay it. I was like, I was watching what was it? High on the Hog. I was like, if you watch High on the Hog, like they say it correctly, because I don't want to be a dick. You know what I mean? And then she was like, then she looked it up and she was like, oh yeah, it was like, because they give her like I got like the kind of backstory of like the trivia night people. And so they give her like all these questions and answers, and they have like the pronunciations, like how you're supposed to say everything. And she just like, she pronounced it wrong. Like if you look at like the word, she's like, see, I was like, yeah, it's like, it's Gullah. And then she wanted to hang out like afterwards. And so she's like, you guys ever been to Crafty Fox?
We had a lengthy conversation before.
Yeah. She's like, you guys ever been to Crafty Fox? And I said no, but then you know what's hilarious? Oh, Ninja? After I came back and I started looking through my Facebook, because every day I looked at my memories. I've been to Crafty Fox before during It's a Beer Week.
Yeah, I could have sworn we'd been there before.
Yeah.
It's literally a block and a half away from the kettle or bean kettle.
Monk's Kettle. Yeah, so
Monk's Kettle.
we had been
literally
before.
the next block over.
Yeah,
or two block and a half.
I totally didn't
Not even
realize
that
it.
far.
Did I even been there?
Yeah, and so she was like, you guys want to ride? She's like, you're not gonna kill me, right? And I was like, no. If anything, in this city or anywhere else in America, you're safer than we are. So
Yeah, right.
Yeah, kind of.
So yeah, she took us to Monk's Kettle. She knew the owner, or one of the owners, Barry, guy with a really thick Irish accent. I think it was Irish. Yeah,
he was awesome. He was awesome.
Great fucking dude.
Dude, he gave us free beer, pretty much.
Yeah. And then the next, I went again, and I ended up getting like free fries and shit. Like, he's a great dude.
Yeah. Oh, we went again. We went to, so yeah, that was the next night. We went again the next night.
But still, during that one night,
I'm sitting over here with super FOMO, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
I mean, dude, we were there all day. From literally, it was almost a 12-hour day.
Yeah, of straight drinking.
Like every time the Beat and BTI group gets together, even when like even the bin hats we got together,
God,
like the story always was epic. There's always an epic story. Like the time we went to the playground and we had a furry going out, and then like freaking like even like bachelor parties.
Yeah, so what Blue is describing is what I had to reiterate to Cronus, because he was just like, well, I don't know what to expect. Like, I'm like, dude, I already know this. Like, we are part of the I guess the still bin heads, and like I go knowing that something is going to happen. We don't know what is going to happen, but it's going to be something that we're all going to be talking about for probably the next 3 or 4 months. At least.
Well, like,
and this is definitely one of those nights. This is literally a 12-hour day of literally mostly drinking beer, us meeting cool people, and like just having an experience that we're telling everybody. Like, it was super crazy. Like, I did not expect that a complete stranger offered to drive 2 black males, a white woman, offering to drive 2 black males to a bar.
Guys,
and
ended up upside down.
Yeah, it was like very weird. But we all had. I mean, we all had our stuff. We had just ate. We ate at Harmonic. I bought. I'm not wearing it now, but I bought like a hoodie.
See my shirt, this Crafty Fox shirt.
Yeah. Well, I went and got my hoodie, and we went going into the Crafty Fox. It was packed when we first got there, and then we met someone else that night.
Yes.
This dude.
So this dude, so this random dude, this random dude walks in with a guitar case, and so like he puts his guitar case down, and I was like, hey man, every time I see you do with a guitar, I never assume it's guitar. I always assume it's guns. I was like, what's in your guitar case? And he opens it up, and it's like one of the most epic fucking flying V guitars I've ever fucking seen in real life. It was dope. And so we had like a whole conversation about like guitar playing and like bass playing and all this shit. And he ended up like inviting us to, cause he's in a band, and he invited us to like I think it was like one of the other people in his band It's like his birthday. I didn't like message him like the next day, like, hey, can I still go? Because I didn't want to be like, I don't want to impose. It's somebody else's birthday. But yeah, we had like a really cool conversation with that dude, and it was a really fucking fun night. So Emily, thank you. Like that was dope. A dope night.
Hmm. Yeah, you're very cool
Yeah, 'cause
people. You're very well. We gained your trust, and it was great. I didn't get an allergic reaction because I'm allergic to pets, and she has pets.
Mm.
They weren't with us, but like they didn't shed, and it was
Oh
great.
yeah,
It worked out. I wasn't sneezing,
because you
and
were in the
that was
back.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sat in the back, and it was weird because it was like it looked like it was childproof, but she didn't have kids, and it had like a net and shit. I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" She said, "Oh, I have dogs." I'm like, "Oh shit!" Now it explains a lot. It prevents the dog.
Now that you
from
said
going
that, that
from
was
the back seat
like
to the
that
front
seems
seat.
like she might have just caught us. You know what I mean? Like
I can still open the door, so I guess.
Shit.
But yeah, we went to the
y'all
Crafty
guys
Fox.
end up on police
It
patrol
could have
or
been
whatever it's
upside
called.
down. Oh,
Yeah, the Crafty Fox had a shit ton of beer, so I was like, I talked to the bartender.
She's
He's
like,
very
check out my
knowledgeable.
OnlyFans.
yeah.
It's God dang. It sucks when you talk to a bartender that's not very knowledgeable. But this guy knew what was up, and like I just described what I liked because he let me try a couple things. It was very. I was like, yeah, this is okay. And so I got something you want to try. Well, I like this mango beer. And I've had there's a mango cart which is okay, which I've had. Well, I was okay with that, but it was like a
It's
sour.
from Golden Road.
But when
Yeah.
he gave it to me, it tasted like fucking mango kerns in a fucking glass.
It looked like
I'm
it
like,
too.
what the fuck? It was hella
Yeah.
thick, and I was like, what the fuck? Is this kerns? He's like, no, it's a beer. Like, and the aftertaste was the alcohol, and not only was it sweet and tastes like fucking like nectar, it was like an 8% fucking alcohol by volume, or maybe even more than 8. It was like 8 something. I was like, what the fuck? This is hella strong, but it's hella good. So like, it was a good night. I didn't know they started serving food by the time we got there. We were there until it shut down. Like everyone was gone except for the three of us.
Yeah. We had,
So yeah, we had a good night that night. That was a good one. And then by the time when we realized that they were done, we were gonna again take another walking journey to fucking Bart, and like,
but it wasn't far though. So like
it
six.
wasn't that far. But Emily insisted that she drive us. I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, we go and we exchange information. And now she's hopefully an avid or soon to be avid listener. I'm pretty sure she listens to at least one of our recent ones. But yeah, shout out to Emily, a very cool person. She worked for a trivia company, was
But
very cool.
She has a normal job too, but
She has no she has a
yeah,
day job, but she also
but
has,
that's
like,
what she
little,
wants to really do.
yeah, it's funny because her like night job lets her drink, so she can drink and do trivia. It was pretty cool.
That's
So,
fucking dope.
yeah, we had a great time. That was almost a 12-hour, at least a 10 to 12-hour day of just like us and
Wait, how was
that was D1 for me.
how was the bistro this year? 'Cause I know you went there.
Yeah, of course I did. So this is like, what's interesting. This is I talked about
I
a
was
little
gonna
bit.
try to make it out, but you were there earlier, and I was trying to get there before at least like 6, right? They had like a cutoff.
They
time or
would have
something.
no, they would have still had it because I think that
Yeah.
this is the year that I've seen that I think either they're making too much or it's losing its luster because I had Plenty the Younger at 3 different locations. So I had it like a bunch of times at the opening gala, which is normal. You know what I mean? I had it at the bistro twice because there's never a line at the bistro. I tell everybody if you want to eat the Younger, just go to Hayward, go to the bistro. There's never a line. You might have to wait for like maybe 2 people, but I mean that's basically it. Like it's a
Yeah.
totally chill bar. And then I had it again. So Monk's Kettle, I was talking to one of the bartenders like one of the days before I was gonna go again. No, it was like I was just talking about like the Younger, and it was a guy who had stopped drinking, so he's sober, and he was like, yeah, we're gonna get the Younger. But it's always crazy. I was like, yeah, that's why I get it other places. I don't get it. I never come to the city besides the opening gala to get the Younger. Like, fuck Tornado. Not when I say fuck Tornado, it's a great bar, but I'm not gonna wait in line for a beer. So anymore. And he was like, yeah, it's usually crazy, but I ended up going back to Monk's Kettle like a couple days after we went there the first time for the cookies and beer, and they still had the Younger like late at night.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I ended up getting it like another time. Like, who the fuck was I with? Was it you, Ninja?
Yeah, it was you, me, Do we have somebody else?
Was Stitch there too? I think Stitch was there, wasn't he?
Somebody was there.
It was on Valentine's Day. What the fuck was down Valentine's Day?
Oh, it's Wednesday.
Okay, so it wasn't. It probably wasn't.
Oh, it was
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
oh,
yeah,
fucking. It was Steve.
XLR.
Yeah, Steve was
Yeah, it
there.
was XLR.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's right. Yeah.
God
Zora,
damn.
that's right.
Yeah.
Who's our magic person? Yeah.
I knew somebody
I
was
did go
there,
3
yeah.
days now.
Yeah.
So that was the day I met Zor, and that was the day we went Valentine's Day. We went back to Monk's Kettle, started there because I wanted to eat. We ate there. I got root beer because they make their own root beer there. And then
No,
we went to
we didn't start at Monk's
not
Kettle.
Monk's
Where did we start?
Crafty Fox.
Yeah, Crafty
So we
Fox.
started late. Yeah, I went to Crafty Fox.
We got
first.
food, which is like
we
and the
ate.
food was fucking good. It was so
It's
good.
weird to
Yeah.
because I ordered I guess they had Korean fries, but it's really not. It's like it was poutine. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? It was gravy, cheese, and fries. I was like, this isn't. I mean, it was good, but I just didn't expect that description to be what I got. But it was cool, and we went there. I think Zor I think he got the mango beer.
No,
at one
he
point.
doesn't drink beer. He got
That's right.
yeah,
I was
he got
thinking
a
about it.
cider.
I was thinking
Yeah.
about mango beer. That's what it was.
So remember,
I wanted to get it again.
I was trying to take him to places that had cider, because I know.
Oh yes. So we ended up doing kind of the repeat of a couple spots. We started with the Crafty Fox.
Yeah.
Then we went to Monk's Kettle. That's where I got the younger, and they still, like you said, they still had it.
Yeah.
We didn't eat there. We also went to Zeitgeist that night too because it was raining.
We did go to Zeitgeist. Yeah.
We went to Zeitgeist because I sat in the rain. It was
yeah.
raining on me and shit.
You know, kind of jumping back to the plight of the younger. Like usually, like it's really hard to get a lot of times, and so like people will like camp out in front of Russian Ridge River to get like a keg of it, or not a keg, but like a
glass.
growler of it. Yeah, glass. Or a growler.
You can't get a growler. You only a glass.
They'll go straight to eBay to sell it.
No. You cannot do that. You're not supposed to.
Well, you're not supposed to, but people still did it, and like they were going for like hundreds of dollars, and like right now, there's only like 2 postings, and these are like somebody's selling empty bottles of 2022. Like there's no 2024 on here at all.
So
like, that's crazy.
hold on. If you're selling 2022 younger, like you missed the point of a triple IPA. If you have a triple IPA, it's gonna be fucking gross.
These are empty bottles. They're just selling the bottles.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Still,
like somebody selling a bottle for $11.
What
But I remember like a couple of years ago, they were selling it for like $400 or $500 for an empty bottle of the younger.
The younger used to be really hard to get. But like I said, there's so many really good IPAs that are out right now. Like I had one earlier from from Heretic that was fantastic, and I don't think that they lost a step. It's just that other breweries have like really stepped up their games for triple IPAs. So,
Mm-hmm. 100%. I think there's a few breweries that are trying to beat the younger. I think Heretic was one of them like a couple of years ago to actually beat the younger.
Yeah, there's been a few breweries that have beat the younger. Like I don't think the younger has won in the past few years for like the triple IPA
it's been
fest.
I wouldn't say the last 3.
Yeah, but it's still a great IPA. What they need to do at this point is because they have more than one brewery now. They need to just like mass produce it like normally. Like they're past the point of this is special.
Well,
just
well, I will say
this.
Barry gave us.
Yes.
Oh yeah, they are making.
Yeah,
that's a 2024. There's a 2024 now.
No, it's a 2020.
2020.
I don't just have the can.
It had to be 2024 one. There's people selling those. In fact, Barry, he had those. I guess he sold out the bartender or one of the co-owners of Crafty Fox, and he actually gave us the Heretic beer, the triple IPA that beat the younger that night. That was a free beer that he gave us. It was awesome.
Yeah,
it was really good though.
Barry's a good. Anytime I go back to SF, I'm going to the Crafty Fox.
Oh yeah, so they serve food too, and they actually had a decent menu. So, also, I got a Korean hot dog. That place, that was good. It was like a fried hot dog. It was really good. Anyway, going back to Zeitgeist, so they have this cider because me and Zor were looking at ciders. He had the cider I had the 2 days before, and then I got 2 Towns. It was in the. It's like what 11%
Yes,
fucking
Cosmic Crisp,
cider.
which I've
Holy
had a few
shit,
times. Yeah.
dude, that shit tastes like fucking apple juice. Like what the fuck? I was like, dude, I'm gonna be fucked up. This is the kind of shit that an irresponsible parent would give to like their kid or some shit
I mean,
because it tastes like fucking apple juice.
you have to be pretty irresponsible.
An irresponsible parent to give like it tastes like fucking apple juice, but you were getting I got a fat ass buzz off of that shit, and I got a full pint too, but it was good as fuck. It was really good cider, but it'll fuck you up. So it was really good.
So was that?
We hung out as like us just catching up because it was was it your first time meeting Zor too or no?
No. I went to his
Oh
fucking
yeah,
bachelor
okay.
party. That's where I broke my
Oh,
foot.
it was true. Yeah, it was my first time meeting Zor.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, it was cool. He was a cool dude.
No, we
And
actually.
he's a pretty avid listener of the cast, so it was great meeting someone of that caliber.
Yeah, so we originally met through Blue. He's one of Blue's really good friends. I met him at illegal street races in like San Jose.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So, yeah, I've known him. We haven't been like super tight friends, but I've known of him for like a long time. He's a
That's weird.
great
So
dude.
that makes more sense because he was talking about cars a lot, and I guess
Yeah.
he didn't want to talk about his like quote unquote criminal past. I'm using air quotes. So I'm like,
Oh
what the fuck?
wait. Oh, you didn't meet him at my wedding because he was one of my groomsmen.
I
Oh
don't think
yeah,
so.
no shit, yeah.
Was he? I don't know if I met any of the groomsmen or
You probably
even
didn't. I mean,
bridesmaids.
you guys were in the same room, but you
Same
guys
room,
probably
same
didn't
place,
connect.
Yeah.
yeah. Because so the funny thing is, Zor asked me if I was at the wedding. He said he didn't remember seeing me or whatnot. But I'm like, yeah, I was there.
It probably depends on like the table seatings, right? Because I think it was like
100%,
Oh, yeah,
100%.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
we
because I definitely had the groom
restaurant
party
we
at
had
one table.
seating.
yeah.
Yeah, and yes, you're right. Your party, and then the bin had we were all literally at one table, and I
I
never
mean,
left the table.
I wasn't, bro. I was, you know.
Part-
Yeah,
Was
I
I?
sat at the
Dude,
table. I
they
never
hella
left the
they
table.
hella messed up our seating arrangement at the wedding.
It's
Like
all good.
the
I was
groomsmen,
gonna.
the
I
groom's
got the
party
blue
and stuff
drink.
was supposed to be closer to us,
Oh,
but
Uh,
like the other group, like they basically flipped it wrong.
Mm.
So I mean, it was still cool. I mean, still have fucking fun.
that was a great wedding, by the way.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was a fucking spectacular time, and I love the fact that you and your wife got to choose. You guys had your own specific drink. So I think it was called the blue drink or whatever, the blues cocktail or some shit. So I would definitely order that. And I left with
Yeah,
Prodigy
we had his and hers
Mishka.
cocktails, and then we had a couple. So mine was was an old fashioned. Hers was a side cart.
Yeah.
And then
Sidecar, yeah.
our
Yeah,
drink together was James Ginger Ale.
Yeah, I had what you. I ordered one of your drink. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get what blue drink. Blue drinks this? Like I'll take because I drink old fashions from time to time. So I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna get one of these. And then we had dinner. Dinner was great. And then, but I had to leave early because Mishka and Prodigy they have kids, so they had to like go and chain them. So they had to go pick up their kids, so we had to leave early. And they lived at the time. They lived the closest to me, so it was
Oh,
easy.
yeah. At the time, they
Yeah.
were living in Newark, or
Newark or Sunnyvale or something like that.
no, definitely it was not Sunnyvale. It was Newark or
It
Hayward.
wasn't a Sunnyvale.
Yeah.
They were in Newark, and my
Yeah.
car was there. So
Yeah,
they basically drove home, and I got in my car and then drove home from there. So yeah.
Oh, you didn't go to the club because that's when it really got
no,
turned.
no,
Oh shit!
I wasn't trying to get stuck.
That's when Mr. X's ex-wife got a little.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, see, we left before that happened. The three of us were gone before that. shit went down.
Yeah. She was a lot.
Yeah, we did not see. We saw the start of it. We did not see the explosion. So we were gone. And I'm actually very grateful to them. I'm actually grateful for all of you because there's been a lot of situations that I've missed out or avoided because we either left early or went to something else before something blew up. Other times we've been there when things just literally just popped off. It's wild.
Yeah. I miss the old Ben Head
Very
group.
wild.
Even though we're still, most of us still talk to each other, but yeah, we're definitely not as tight as we used to be. I miss that.
Yeah, because we're all spread out, but still, that's neither here nor there. Back to SO Beer Week. So with our adventure resort, so do we only get 3 spots? Because we spent.
I mean, that night, well, I guess that day with me, yeah, all of us, yeah, it was only 3 spots, but we had a good time. So
Yeah, we did have a good time,
yeah.
and I got to eat because I hadn't eaten all day, and we got a late start that night. And you'd already been up there, or no, you had started at like
Well,
the
I
bistro
no,
in like
yeah.
the
So I
small
went to
spot.
I started like my day at like noon, maybe,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe like 1. I don't know. But yeah. So the bistro still had the younger. So I had two of the youngers before I went out to the city, and then I went to where the fuck did I go? I don't even
You went
fucking
somewhere because we. Oh, you went to the pig
Wait,
spot,
yeah.
the
Well,
pig.
to Willie Pig. Yeah, because
Yeah, yeah.
sorry. First, I went to Triple Hot Design. So, which is like one of my
Oh,
favorite
that too.
places to like get clothing.
Yeah,
So, hold on. Give me a minute and like 30 seconds.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll show you.
So it was funny
so
because like, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
what I was gonna say, like, uh, what's so cool about SFB Week, especially when like we all get together, like crazy shit happens, and like
Mm-hmm.
I think, what I've only gone out for one of the days. I mean, outside of the opening gala, and that was the day we got the portable microphone set up, and we
Oh,
were just
oh, that's
interviewing
fucking
folks
right.
all
I
over the place, man.
remember
We
that
interviewed
shit.
the Uber driver. We interviewed
Oh,
like
that
some
was
random ass
fucking. I
people.
remember that shit. I
Dude,
remember
that shit
people
was like,
kept
and
staring at
we
us
randomly
because
bought it.
yeah, you just bought it literally the day before. You bought it during SF Beer Week. I remember we
No,
took it to.
no, Kronos brought it at
I thought
SFB
you
Week.
just
Like
bought it.
we we
Yeah, he
we had
did.
the no we had the Uber driver drop us off at Guitar Center. We walked up in the
I
Guitar
remember
Center,
that.
asked what's a good portable setup, and bought it, and then like used it that same fucking night. I believe that's how
Yeah,
it went.
but
I don't think I'm
I
tripping.
think he. Yeah, I mean, I didn't go there, but I remember we used it at like a restaurant. We went some. I think it was the.
Yeah,
It might have been the San Francisco Brewery, but we sat down and we did a podcast in the middle of like a restaurant, and
and
people were
people are
like,
coming up.
"What's going on?" Yeah, people kept coming up, asking what we were doing. It was hella funny. That shit was hella fun. I was like,
You know,
"Oh shit,
I'm
you
just
guys got it."
see if it's on our if it's on
Oh,
SoundCloud.
it's definitely on
It
there.
should be on there.
I don't think we did video though. It was just audio, and we just sat around and just like we're talking about our experience about Esther Fury. I don't remember if it was the first or
Oh,
second one. It's on there. It's on there
yeah,
somewhere.
I don't think it was the first one or second one. But I'll kind of jump back to the opening gala. I forgot I did this. I actually went live on our Instagram. I went live on our Instagram
Really?
for a little bit, and
I don't
yeah,
remember
it was a lot of fun. There was actually people jumped in. I was answering a few questions, and people got to see Drunk Blue, which was kind of cool for them.
that.
All
I
right.
think
But
a lot of people have
yeah, I
seen
was,
Drunk
Cronus,
People by
I was
now.
just telling them how I was telling the audience that I went live on Instagram doing the opening gala.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of folks in there. It was kind of cool. But yeah, so Cronus is back.
And I'm wearing what I bought from
Sporting some new gear.
Triple Hot Design this year. So
Yeah.
when I do SF Beer Week, I usually stop. So like there's a place called the Dog Patch in San Francisco. And when I first started doing SF Beer Week, so even before SF Beer Week, I used to buy like a lot of tactical clothing from Triple Hot Design (TAD), because I used to work in Iraq and I needed to have like durable clothing. And TAD, their clothing was first of all very durable and had a lifetime warranty. And when I came back, I didn't know, but they have two. I don't know if they still do have two different locations, but they used to have two locations. And
Yeah,
one
they
is
used to have two.
one
Yeah.
is in the Dog Patch. And so when I started doing SF Beer Week, I was like, I would go to a place called Magnolia Smokestack, which is like a decent barbecue place in California, which is no longer there. And it's like literally right next door to TAD. And so every year, my tradition was be like, buy at least one article of clothing from TAD during SF Beer Week. So now I went back during SF Beer Week and I was going through my emails and I saw that one of the articles of clothing that I kind of wanted for a while, but it's kind of silly, is what I'm wearing right now. If you're watching the podcast, it's called their Yeti line. It's basically like this very furry fucking like hoodie, but it's waterproof and it has like this like protection on the elbows. It's got these real deep pockets for like if I had a handgun. Honestly, it's got the hoodie's really nice. Like it's very nicely made. It's got thumb holes for your hands. It keep you really warm. And honestly, I'm already overheating because it's like it's very fucking warm. And I went over there during like right before I went to Woolly Pig because I went back to Dog Patch for Woolly Pig, and it's like it's really weird to go to the Dog Patch now because like it's so different. So like back when I first started going to the Dog Patch, um, it wasn't like the hood, but it was like hood adjacent. Like it was basically it was really fucking industrial. It wasn't great. Um, it was like a lot of like there was bars and like some like kind of shady spots. And it seemed more like I don't know. It seemed like it just seemed like more like old school like San Francisco. Like it
like a
wasn't.
like an abandoned industrial area.
Yeah, like a lot of it was abandoned, like literally fucking
Mm-hmm.
abandoned. But there wasn't like a lot of like there wasn't a lot of homeless encampments or anything like that over there. Even when we were there the other week, like there still wasn't because it's not like because like most people don't travel through there. But like right when they announced that they're gonna put the Chase Center like right near there, I was like, oh, this place is gonna fucking change. Like I already knew it was gonna change. And so over the pandemic, it has changed. So luckily, Willie Pig is still there. TD is still there. Magnolia Smokestack, which is like one of my favorite breweries and eatery spots of all time, is gone. Now it's like some chain Greek spot, which I didn't go to out of respect for Magnolia. Um, but yeah, it's like it's kind of sad, but at least TAD is still there. And so I'm glad to have picked up another article of clothing that I love. Like this shit is so fucking soft. Like for real. I picked up my daughter like when I came back from SF because I didn't tell her I was gonna come back early, and she like hugged me. She's like, "Oh, it's so soft." So yeah,
So
I love it.
those of you who are listening to this, if you want to get a very easily description of what Cronus bought, think Han Solo and Luke Skywalker on Hoth. It's like white and like the
Yeah,
inside is like tauntaun fur.
yeah, it's like a
So
tauntaun. Yeah,
that's what it literally
and
looks like.
it's probably as warm as a tauntaun because
What's
yeah,
Yeah, it's probably yeah. I'm pretty sure they skinned the tauntaun
yeah,
because Zora said so. Zora said something exactly like almost pretty similar was, and he's like, "Dude, did they kill a tauntaun? Like, what the
yeah,
fuck is that?" Because that's what it looks like. The inside looks like the fur of a tauntaun to keep you fucking warm,
yeah.
and the outside is just their skin. Like it's like white fucking
what's
furry fucking skin. It's fucking awesome.
what's crazy with TAD is that like their stuff is super good quality. Like it lasts a long time, but also like
They fucked you
their
over
shit
on
sells
that.
out fast too.
Well, and they
So
fucked you over on one thing, which I feel bad about. Go ahead and tell the story because we got to be honest.
what
You're
yeah, it's the I was just gonna say that yeah, they like the quality of the clothes is good, and yeah, a lot of times like their clothes will sell out, so you have to either wait for for them to release it again, like in maybe like a 3 months or so. But yeah, a lot of times it's hard to kind of find that the outfit that or the jacket or sweater that you want.
That's all I'm talking about. So, like, what they kind of fucked you over with the sweater that I recommended to you is that they have a merino wool sweater, which is it's called the Praetorian hoodie, which is a fucking dope sweater. It's like it's made out of merino wool, which is like a, is it a goat or some shit?
Mm.
Anyway, it's like a special kind of wool, and it'll keep you warm even if you're wet. And if you're looking through infrared goggles, like your heat profile will be kind of camouflaged. And so I that's one of the first things I bought for them when I was in Iraq. And it's a great. I still have my hoodie, my original hoodie, but it's the same thing. They had thumb holes in the sleeves, so you can like put it over your hands. And both me and Blue had an issue where like the part of the thumb hole, like where your thumb meets the rest of your hand, would wear out. And so for him, he'll explain a little bit. But for me, they repaired what I need to get repaired. Like they repaired my thumb hole, and then Blue will probably show you. Did you get your sweater?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
he'll
yeah,
show the
here's
sweater.
mine.
Yeah, explain on the podcast.
They basically took they took away my thumb holes and replaced it with like just a regular like what you'll find on the end of a sweater. So my thing and like the main reason why I bought it was because of the thumb hole, just because having the thumb holes just makes the sweater just fit a little bit better. But yeah, they got rid of my thumb hole. Then like
Yeah,
I emailed them a customer service and told them like, hey, yeah, you guys like basically ruined my jacket. Like this isn't what I wanted. And I mean, I have like they gave me like a coupon which I haven't used. It's been like I don't know, it's been probably like a good 5 years. But I actually wore this at SF Beer Week. So if you
Yeah,
go back and watch
yeah.
a video
Shit.
of me doing the beer thingy, I actually wore it, and I didn't realize like this is actually a large. And like I think last time I was going to try to buy another one, they had everything but a medium, but I didn't realize I had a large. But yeah, this is Nancy hates the hell out of this sweater. She's like, get rid of this because it has holes in the arms, which I
Oh,
can take them to have it fixed.
yeah.
But yeah, other than that, like this is, dude,
Well,
this thing is still
I
good
think it's why
quality.
like so
There's
like
barely any holes.
on some of the newer stuff, like so on like my sweater, like my Yeti one, like the forearms have like it's a different material. It's not like it's like a nylon
It's
type material.
It's
Yeah.
tauntaun skin.
Yeah.
Content toenail.
But it's what's
Yeah.
also good about merino wool is that it's not itchy. So
Mm.
yeah, like
Yeah,
I used to
real
hate
wool
wool.
is fucking
Itchy as
very
fuck.
itchy.
No,
like,
it.
holy shit.
Hold on, merino wool is real wool.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
from
But
it's
I'm
from
talking
it
about,
just
like,
it's from a special
sheep
kind
wool.
of yeah. No.
Yeah,
It is.
sheep wool is fucking itchy.
It is. It's just hold on. I gotta look it up because somebody's gonna get mad at me if they
You-
listen to this podcast. They're all technical.
Well, I have mine in front.
Yeah.
Let me see what it's.
So
see what
it's
called.
you're trying to say it's from a specific species of
Yes,
sheep.
it is.
Yeah, okay.
I
I'm
gotta see
talking about
like
the sheep that we get like down the street, like over here on the mountaintops over here in Fremont and fucking Hayward and shit. They
Is it-
shave that shit
it's-
off and resell that shit.
it's a merino sheep. It's
Mm.
MERINO, and it's a sheep. It's a
Yeah.
breed of sheep, and it's not itchy at all. It's the best, but it's kind of expensive. So yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
actually, I'm kind of glad I did not meet you at Tad because I probably would have bought something.
I'd have spotted you, bro.
Yeah, no, I would have I would have secretly picked something and be like, oh, I'm just gonna take this and just whipped out my card. And I don't need a fucking. I have a pile. I keep collecting like this here. There's a brewery in. I'm wearing a hoodie, a black hoodie, from a brewery from San Diego, and it's Mike Hess, the Mike Hess Brewery.
Mhm.
It's a new brewery. It was new when I went out there. This is I got this in June actually, but it
You're out-
has like
you're
a
out here in
Harry
June?
Potter. Yeah, I was out there in June. Yeah, you couldn't make it because
Oh.
you had personal shit you had to deal with. That's why I met Prodigy.
Oh, okay.
So we had talked about this,
Well, what-
but yeah, you had some shit you had to take care of. I totally got it, but still, Mike Hess's brewery, his symbol is very similar to like a Harry Potter like house of some one of the houses, like the house of Mike Hess, is what it looks like, but still. And then I got a 21st Amendment sweatshirt, and then I think I got a hoodie from. Where the fuck did I go? Oh, from Harmonic. I bought a hoodie from Harmonic.
Yeah.
So I was buying shit.
I got one of the shirts. You know what? I feel bad. I feel stupid. I didn't buy a fucking SF Beer Week opening gala shirt. We were there.
Oh, so they didn't give you one? You
I
had to
think
buy
I
a
thought we
shirt?
got
The
one.
fuck?
There wasn't
Yeah.
one in a giddy bag.
There was
That
like
doesn't make
no,
sense.
it was like a different. It didn't say SF Beer Week on it. It said like
Mm.
beer something. Anyway,
That's
So,
some
Mike-
bullshit. For the amount of money that you guys paid, especially VIP, you should have gotten a fucking shirt.
so Mike Hess. Okay, I found the brewery that you're talking about. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's very small. It's right near. It's like near the Clipper ship historical thing. It's like right next to that.
Yeah.
It's like yeah. So they got that little spot and like
He's got.
The
A,
thing
he's
was
got a,
if
he,
you-
he has a few spots, sir.
oh well that spot there. It was like if you buy a hoodie, they give you free beer. I was like, oh, I got 2 free beers for buying a hoodie. I'm like, fuck it, fuck yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, they're
But this-
they're in
this
North
hoodie's
Park,
really
which
nice.
is like not far.
Oh,
Yeah,
that actually
there you
fits
go.
me, kind of.
Dude, that looks like a shirt. That does not look like a jacket. What the
What?
fuck?
No, it is a shirt. It's a shirt I got from the Santa Rosa beer
Oh, okay.
challenge thing they had.
Oh
Yeah,
shit! Damn, look
I
at
probably
you.
could wear it without it being buttoned, but
Oh
it's
yeah,
a little,
dude.
it's a little snug.
Go gigolo
It's
style.
it's a medium.
It's medium.
No, it's me. Was that was the last day for me for was Valentine's Day, and we
Yeah.
were there kind of late. So and we got to get a ride from Zor. He like showing off the power of a Tesla. Pretty awesome.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you got to ride a Tesla.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and his
he's got a-
performance.
He's got a performance one too.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely showed the performance in that bitch. Like holy
Yeah,
shit!
it's like being on a roller coaster. It's fucking crazy.
It was crazy, but
It was like
cool.
it's like being on the tidal wave at Great America. The tidal wave
Um,
would launch you. You'd be on the
oh
platform
yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, when you first start, yeah, it was like that. He's like, yeah, check this out. Oh shit! If I had hair, I probably would like it would have been slicked back.
see, like he has a performance, and I have a long range, and one of the difference between them, outside of power, is that he has a track mode on his, so he can hit track mode, and you can like adjust like the suspension, like
Oh,
the power
he didn't do
push
that
and
because
stuff like
it was
that.
raining and we would
Yeah.
all been drinking.
Yeah, there's
So
no.
Oh yeah, of
yeah,
course.
We
You're
would
gonna die.
we would have died.
But no, that's one of the benefits of getting the performance, that you get track mode, so you're able to adjust that stuff. You actually you can drift in it. You can do burnouts and stuff with it. Where with the long range and the standard range one, you don't get those features.
Well,
Even if you get a long range and you pay to unlock more power, you don't get that track mode.
well, I think one of the crazy things about Teslas, especially, is that these people that are trying to like go really fast, but it's like not everybody needs. You shouldn't go that fast on a normal basis. Like, you like,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah, it's like
100%.
I love fast cars, but I think most people don't know how to drive fast cars like at all, and like giving somebody the ability to go like I don't know a 10-second quarter mile in like a family car seems
Yeah.
kind of ridiculous to me. Like I feel like it's kind of cheapened car culture, like on some level. But on another level, though, because I see the people on like the internal combustion engine side of like, oh, you can just press the pedal down, you go fast. It's like, listen, motherfucker, you say that, but also if you go to like like the fastest fucking what do they call it? Like not the demon model, but it's like the Hellcat.
The Hellcat.
On a Hellcat, Hellcats are they're all automatic. It's the same fucking thing.
Oh,
Except
they don't make them-
that
wait. I thought they used to. Oh, when did they stop
there's
doing that?
there's never been ever a manual Hellcat because they all
Really?
know no because it's too much fucking power and they all know this. And the crazy part is that
I haven't been inside of a Hellcat, so
No,
I've just seen them.
yeah you can see them like they're ridiculous cars. They're fast, but it's also like they're dangerously fast because they're not all-wheel drive. They can't control. Their traction control is nowhere near the level of a Tesla, and I'm not a huge Tesla fan anymore. But yeah, they're very fucking dangerous. Like when I went up to my friend Laguna's, my Devil Dog friend Laguna, his retirement ceremony, I rented was it an SR? It wasn't an SRT, but it was a fucking fast one. And like I would stumble on the gas and like I would lose traction like immediately. And it's just like this is irresponsible. Like if you're gonna have a fast car, like you should have like traction to go like fast in a straight line, not like I'm going like 0 to like 30 and I stop on the gas and then all of a sudden I'm losing my back end. Don't get me wrong, it takes more skill to like keep it in line, which I can do, but at the same time, like why? Like at this point in time, like this is 2020. Back then it's 2023. Like you can like dial in your fucking traction control to like be able to control the car, because back in like back in the day, you couldn't have an 800 horsepower car in the 1980s, through like fucking now really like
90s.
yeah, it's like that's such a ridiculous amount of power.
But then I think also with the whole automatic like versus manual is that like there's so much power behind that engine that I don't think a person could shift fast enough before fucking up the goddamn flywheel because of all that power that's going through the transmission. At least that's what I'm assuming is the reason why a lot of the Hellcats don't have manual transmission.
I mean,
they go with auto.
I can shift. I can shift really fast. I mean, believe you've been in your old. Yeah, I can shift fast. So, but can I shift faster than like an automatic, like especially a dual clutch? No, but also like a Hellcat doesn't have a dual clutch, so it doesn't really matter. And even if it did have a dual clutch, the technology behind like traction control on those cars, they're just lagging behind. Like you can shift fast as you want, but you're putting out 800 horsepower to two wheels that aren't like the computer behind them is not really linked. It's like it's pretty shitty. So
There you go.
Yeah, man, I'm having super FOMO listening to the guys talk about SF Week. I wanted to be there,
Dude.
but it was my first week of my new job. I can't be like,
Yeah,
hey,
Blue
next, I need to go get drunk.
next year.
Yeah,
yeah.
All right.
I say that every year. Next year.
I'm pretty sure.
But
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be some kind of because you went to the Cider Fest, like I think April of like 2021 or something, or
Oh yeah,
I think it was
always
2019 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there will be other opportunities for us to like plan.
It is, but I mean, SF Beer Week it's special.
Were you up there last year for SF Beer Week?
No, I've been to SF
No.
Beer Week
Okay.
since the last time I went to SF Beer Week was in 2020.
2019.
No,
That's when we went.
for you, yes, but not for me. I went.
Oh, yeah,
the last
for
time I
me.
was in 2020. Because
last year-
Oh.
go ahead.
Last year have been a good year because like I had more free time. Because I remember I went to Bistro by myself and had a couple of drinks. Actually, I met the owners of the beach. I met the owners of Bistro, and I also met like some like they also know the guy that owns Val's Burger, which is a burger joint that's near me, which I learned more about Val's Burger at that point in time. Which was kind of
Are
fucking
they
dope.
still open?
Val's Burger?
Yeah.
They're open for pickup orders only.
Yeah, that's what I never actually ate there because like anyway, long story.
Well,
But
the owners of Val Burger owns the land. Like their house is in the back of Val Burger
Yeah,
in like the
yeah.
parking lot, so they live there. So like they could be closed. They literally close for a month in the summertime, so they can go on vacation. Like that's how, not that they're making like they're balling or whatever, but like that's how flexible they are with their restaurant. But yeah, ever since the pandemic, they've been mainly open for takeout orders only.
yeah, yeah. I'll next year I'll come back up for SF Beer Week, and it's always been such fun times for me because I look back and I think it's been like literally I think 11 maybe 12 years I've been doing this up until the pandemic because like I went there in 2020, then obviously I had to stop, and then I didn't go last year because there was no opening gala, and I like having like the whole like pomp and circumstance of like the the start of SF Beer Week. So yeah, I'm bringing back the beercation. So yeah.
Yeah, it's always when I first started going, I was like, this sounds like some craziness, and I didn't realize. I mean, you said the week, but I didn't realize there's the entire Bay Area celebrates this. Hey,
Yeah, but mostly
it's all over the place.
it is, but mostly I go towards San Francisco. But what I realized this year is that I forgot that Bart goes down to Berryessa now, which is San Jose. Because
Yeah.
I don't want to drink and drive like ever, but
Yeah,
especially during SF Beer
you
Week,
need
because
to.
like I go fucking hard during SF Beer Week.
Mhm.
So now that I know that I can go down to Berryessa, and then like Uber around, because usually I just go to San Francisco, I go to like 16th Street and like Uber around or walk around or whatever. It's easier. But now that I can go both ways, this is gonna change my SF Beer Week going forward.
Pause.
It's expanding horizons.
I'm not pausing.
But I was gonna say like one of the first beer fests I've ever
That's
went
so
to.
bad.
I went with Kronos, and we went to a spot out in Concord. It used to be called the Winter Brew Fest. Now it's the Spring Brew Fest. They
That's-
changed the name of it because winter is not a good time to go. I mean, it's a good time to be drinking.
Well, that
but
was
not
like
to be outside. drinking.
yeah, that was like that was the first time like me and Mr. X hung out. I think outside of jiu-jitsu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you weren't there for that the first time we went. Like, but yeah, that's the first time I met him and his ex-wife.
Yeah, some
No, dude,
crazy shit.
I was
Were you there
I
for
was
that?
there.
Oh, okay.
I was there because
Yeah.
I went. At least I went. I remember going to the second annual beer fest. So unless
Yeah.
you guys were to the first one,
I don't know. It was,
but
we had a lot
yeah,
of
I remember
fun.
her being there.
Yeah, she was a lot.
And then we went to the second and third and fourth, and then we kind of fell off because I think like, something happened. Like
I mean,
because it was hosted by like something Granada. Oh, I can't remember. It was like Hop Grenade or
Hop
something like that. I
Grenade.
think that's
Yeah,
what it's
which is a
Yeah.
great brewery or not brewery. It's a great bar.
Yeah, yeah. But Yeah, and that's where I was at. We were introduced to the pretzel necklace. Like
Yeah,
literally, that's
yeah.
people were wearing. I was like, dude, we got to do that. And ever since then, like every time I go to any beer festival, your boy Blue will bring pretzel necklace.
There you go.
And I actually
Should
got a
we?
little hack too. So if you do want to buy if you do want to make a pretzel necklace, my suggestion is get like a chopstick. Like you take a chopstick and you tape the string onto the end of the chopstick. So you're basically like making like a needle, like a sewing needle, and you take the you have like the bag of the pretzels. You just basically stick the needle in there, jiggle it around, pull it out. You have at least like 15 pretzels on there, and just let it slide down onto the string. Then you stick it into the bag again, wiggle it out again, and just pull it out. And you have like another. It literally took me like
Just do it with a
normally it
cheat
takes
code.
yeah,
Yeah,
really.
right.
Like I would spin there and like hold the pretzel, thread it through, let it fall. Grab a pretzel, thread it through, let it fall. And I was thinking like, man, this is taking me way too long. You know what? Let me get a chopstick and see if this will help out. And yo, man, I knocked out 4 pretzel necklaces in like 10 minutes. Like
There
it
you
was
go.
super
So
simple.
I have to say, I saw a picture of somebody that had a way better
I
pretzel
saw
necklace.
that.
Yeah,
The
his
guy
shit
that had
looked
like the
fucking
big, like
dope.
full size ones.
Yeah, well, they weren't full size. They were like half sized,
Mm,
but they looked dope.
I
Yeah,
saw that.
yeah.
But hey, man, I keep it cheap and original.
You know what? Craft days move on. We have to figure out how to make fucking pretzels.
Yeah.
Homemade pretzels.
Well, I think one year, I think Stitch did one where he had like a giant pretzel in the middle, like a, or no, maybe somebody else at a beer fest had like the smaller pretzels, and then they had the fat one in the middle,
I will have to
like
say,
Flavor Flav.
yeah, this opening gala, I've never seen so many people of color.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there were so many people of color at this one. I was like amazed, super happy, and talking to people. That shit was fucking great, you know. Because usually like when I go to like beer events, I'm like a fly in the milk. It's like me flying the milk or whoever I brought also flies in the milk, you know. And this time around, it seems to be opening up, and it's not that it's like explicitly that any of these events are explicitly like saying no black people, but I think that black people and brown people and just minority groups don't feel comfortable in these areas. And this year, there was a lot. We definitely weren't the majority, but there definitely was way more than previous years. So thank you for everybody
showed up
that
in
came out.
numbers.
Yeah, and like the dude that showed up in like the beer is Black History, and he wasn't even like selling anything. And he said it was like his friend's company. I was like, you just made sales. Like I'm buying your shit like right. I'm buying your friend's shit like right now.
There you go. Should we wrap it? It's getting a little.
Yeah, there's more shit I want to talk about, but yeah,
Wrap
we
it
can
up.
wrap it
Pull a
because
ball.
I want to talk about. Hold on,
Yeah.
there's a thing that I got that I guess I'll have to like wait until next week. But I got this thing. It's the PlayStation Portal.
Oh shit, that's right.
Oh,
Oh
but yeah,
shit.
I have to angle it up so you can't see
Yeah.
the screens. But yeah,
Yeah, I can see that thing's huge.
Yeah.
it is.
Bigger
But
than I
it's
thought it
what's
would be.
weird is that like it's literally like when you put it in your hands, it's literally the PlayStation like 5 controller like
PlayStation
split
3
in
Pro.
half. It feels exactly the same. The haptics that are great are exactly the same. It feels great, but there's a huge downside, which I guess we'll talk about next week.
All right.
Alright.
The downside is for me and people that don't have great internet. But I'm fixing that. So
For sure.
All right, Oninja. What you got populating, calculating this week until the next episode?
So I bought Suicide Squad literally during SF Beer Week, and I just cracked it open.
yeah, I played it today a
couple-
little bit.
Yeah, I cracked it open a couple of days or last week. Um, I've been playing with B Boy a bit because he's been kind of like following me through. But I've done a lot, like all the boss battles I've done by myself so far. I got like one more coming up. But I've been playing it so far. I've been having a good time. I've been talking to Cronus about because I believe you finished the game.
No, you're further than me. Like I literally just beat Flash today.
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh, damn.
I beat 2 others after that. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm further than you. So I know I got one more coming up, one big ass fight. So I've been doing, a little bit of co-op. Um, it's kind of weird because the way that co-op is done is a little different than I expected. So it's kind of interesting. Excuse me. I've been watching Halo, the TV series, because season 2 started, and there's a new episode, I believe, tonight at midnight on
Mhm.
West Coast. The Bad Batch started today, so they dropped 3 episodes for their final season. So I'm going to be watching that this weekend. I guess it's not supposed. We're getting a little break from the rain up here for like maybe. And it's supposed to rain
50
again.
minutes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be doing that. I've been looking at these crazy reports about fucking a. I guess it's not a remaster. I guess it is a remaster, but they're remastered original Battlefronts. So Battlefront One
Those are
and
great
Two.
games. Yeah.
Yeah, they're being re-released where it will support 64 fucking players in a match, and it's coming across like all the current consoles. So I don't know how the Switch is gonna fare with 64 fucking players,
It's
but
old code. That'd be fine. Like,
yeah, it is. It is. It's literally 2005 code.
yeah.
The only difference is like it's. I guess for the Switch, I don't know. The Switch doesn't do 2K or 4K, right?
No,
It probably
1080p.
does 2K. Yeah, so it'll probably be just 1080p for the Switch, and everyone else will be 4K, I guess. And like all the original, the DLC that was for the Xbox will be available for everybody, which was 2 new maps and 2 new heroes, which was Asajj Ventress and Kit Fisto. And the thing was, Ventress, her fucking character model was fucked up a bit when you played it. Like it would stick when you used her fucking sabers, and then unstick when she would like do certain moves. It's
Oh,
fucking
Ninja.
weird. So I hope they.
I will have to say, even though I know exactly who Kid Fisto is, that is a great fucking porn name. Just saying.
Maybe we should name this fucking kids. Yeah, but Asajj Ventress is cool. You get to play on Renvar, tanks and shit. 64 players. It's out in March. I'm fucking buying it. I don't give a fuck. It's probably $30. Don't care. Buying it. Cause I booted up like I reinstalled the original one, and like you can't play online. I was like, fuck. And like the graphics are very, very dated. So I'm looking forward to this re-release. So I'm gonna fucking buy that shit. And I'm still playing. I should be done with Suicide Squad by then, but we'll see. Um, Other than that, yeah, just watching Bad Batch and Halo, and not watching Man of Web. There you go.
Yeah, for reals. All right, Kronos, what you got populating this week?
I mean, apparently I made poor choices. So, like, the first beer I drank tonight was 11%. This one's 13.3. So,
Oh damn!
yeah, getting a little lit, but it's all good.
Are you off tomorrow though?
Yeah, definitely. After I mean, I have to get up early still to take the kid to school, and I have to edit the podcast. But
All right.
I'm not gonna edit too much. Then I'm probably gonna go to sleep and edit in the morning after I drop her off at school. Anyway, um, thank you everybody for like seeing me during this every week. Thank you to my sister. Thank you to Zor, Old Ninja, Stitch, Blue. Thank you all for coming out. Am I forgetting anybody that I saw in the Bay? Oh, sorry for my jiu-jitsu crew, my El Jiu-Jitsu crew, Mr. X. I don't have a name for another guy to do jiu-jitsu with, and he's a new black belt. I don't know what to call him on the podcast. He's been on, but it was like a really long time ago.
You've been on before?
Yeah, he's on the Cronus Does like Jitscast thing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what to call him on the podcast, but and also, sorry, I'll just call him Sean. His name is fucking Sean. Kyle, I got to see who changes. He basically turned his life around after divorce. Incredible. Seeing Mauricio, my original jiu-jitsu instructor, he invited me out. Not only was I still welcome at my own gym, my old gym, but I got to come out to like his house for the Super Bowl. He invited me, which we had some confrontation, I would say, during the pandemic. But we worked it out. Still got to hang out with him, and it was really good to hang out with him. And yeah, I like coming back to the Bay. That's all I got. I don't want to be too nostalgic.
Nice. So for me, for myself, Blue, I've been under a rock lately, so I'm trying to catch up on things. And nobody ever told me about this show called Blue Eye Samurai because goddamn, this shit.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah,
You want to watch
lying?
Mr. and
How
Mrs.
you
Smith
gonna
next?
Yeah, how you gonna talk
No,
about?
but-
Get on Al Gore's internet and be lying.
Yeah.
No, I'm fucking around. I'm fucking around. No, you guys told me about Blue Eye Samurai, and I'm finally watching it. And I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for. First of all, it's rated MA, so
Mm-hmm.
there's ass and titties and
Peaches.
bushes and penis and everything. And peaches.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of peaches. But yo, this story is fucking crazy. Like this Blue Eye Samurai and like the shit that the reason why they're blue eye and like it's just really fucking good. I mean, it's big. It's been out for a couple of months, but like this, the character development and like the bad like I love watching like samurai like anime like your Rurouni Kenshin, your Ronin Warriors, like a lot of stuff out there with samurai. I always thought was fucking dope. So this show is right up my alley. But then like the fact that you get to see a little bit of peaches here and there is pretty fucking dope. But like yo, there is mad bloodshed. Like there's motherfuckers faces are being chopped in half. Like there's a scene where she's fucking doing some capoeira with her. I don't.
You already spoiled. How dare you?
Well, I mean, I'm spoiling it, but I'm not telling you exactly where it happens. But like she literally, like, there's a scene where she takes some
I
shit
mean,
like that Goku would
you're
do.
just saying she repeatedly is spoiling.
Yeah, I'm gonna spoil this part. But
Alright.
she basically takes a page from Goku's book where she's wearing weights and
I
she
mean,
takes them off.
that's further spoiling, but all right.
Well, yeah, but God, it was
But
like
you
the
know,
fact that she does
you
it
are
again later on.
you are not picking up what I'm putting down.
No, I'm softly spoiling. So,
But you're not because you keep saying she. God damn it! If you watch the trailers and
oh,
we,
I mean, they kind of explained that in the first episode. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's a good series. Definitely check it out. I definitely have Mr. and Mrs. Smith next to my radar, which I'm gonna start watching. I guess still gotta watch Gen V on
Oh
Amazon.
shit!
oh
Um,
damn, yeah.
Whoa, you're behind.
well, I've watched 2 episodes, so I seen Homeboy kind of go supernova basically.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I also need to catch up on Upload. Upload was like a good show on Amazon Prime, but like the new season, it's kind of I'm not feeling it, so I might not finish it. But the other than that, I dusted off my PS5.
Keep bullshitting for like 30 seconds.
I dusted off my PS5 and I started playing Man Eater. Like I downloaded the DLC like a while back. Yeah, the shark game. There's a DLC that came out recently, and like you continue the game, and just jump back into the game and just fucking shit up is fucking dope. But I forget the gameplay though, because like literally there's a ship of guys and I'm trying to take them out, but they're like scuba divers that's fucking dropping off grenades and shoot me under the water, and I'm trying to remember the fucking game mechanics because the DLC came out like probably like a year after the game came out, so like it's been a while to remember the mechanics, but. I'm definitely playing that. But other than that, like just trying to keep trying. Oh, I got a little guest coming into my office right now.
And I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Oh, you just like
Yeah.
stop.
What are you doing here?
Who are you talking to?
My son just walked into my office. Hey, you're
Oh,
supposed to be
he's
a bit.
still awake.
Anyway, no, he woke up. But yeah. Other than that, just chilling, hanging out with the family. Odin, you want to take us out of here?
All right. You just experienced mostly reunited Black and Black Tongues Divinity. Check us out anywhere and everywhere with Bees and BTI. That's BTHAN BTI. Anywhere you consume your podcast and I guess other sorts of visual media. If you didn't know, we go live every Wednesday, 8:30 ish Pacific time on YouTube. You can join us in the stream. You can chat with us, ask us questions or whatnot. If you didn't know, we're on pretty much every social platform. Well, no, actually, no. I walk that back. We're on most of the popular social media ones. There you go, or the very heavily trafficked ones. You can follow us, especially on Twitter at B's and BTI. It's BTH and BTI. We have a Discord, and we have a Discord and an email. Email us at btbti@gmail.com. You can email us, ask us to let us know you want to join the Discord, and then check out our official website, benheadproductions.com/btbti.
All right, we're out this bitch.
Deuces.
Peace. Oh, hold on.